Hey, Happy New Year. It's 2025.
2025.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. God dang. I forgot. I was popping fireworks last night, dude, and cops rolled up on me, and I threw like a pack of 1,000 in the cop car. So,
Oh, shit.
yeah, dude. It was crazy,
Allegedly.
dude. Allegedly, yeah. No, I don't pop fireworks. I remember people saying that it's like literally like just burning your money.
Yeah, but it's for the fun of it. For like, if you have kids, you know what I mean?
Well, so is going to a strip club.
If your frontal cortex hasn't developed fully,
yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing.
You get to play with fire.
Dude, I had a neighbor when we were kids that used to get lighter fluid and spray it on the grass in a circle and light on fire when it was cold and run and sit on it and put it out. That was Brian Dick Ryder.
I felt
used to do that.
I felt bad for this. There was this kid in 3rd grade. He was a 4th grader, and he got a gallon of gasoline, and he put fireworks in there, a bunch of them, and he lit it. And as soon as he lit it, it blew up, and he got burned, 3rd-degree burns all over head to toe.
Yeah,
right?
he was stupid.
Then they made him go to schools and talk about it. Like, he wouldn't talk about it. He would sit there, and the person would talk about it and say why you shouldn't play with fireworks. And it was always during around.
And he would be the example?
He would be the example. And I'm like, that's
he was all smoldering.
So fucked up. Like he's already going through this shit, and now you're going to make him fucking tell everybody that, like, relive.
They're paying him, obviously.
No, they're not paying him.
He was rich and he'd get
He
in
was
a Ferrari
reliving the mistake again and again and again.
Well,
I wonder,
he knew not to do it.
Actually, like, maybe it did save a lot of fingers and shit.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many
I didn't
people
even want to play
with fireworks?
I didn't want to play with the
after that?
sparklers.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. I mean, this kid was fresh burned.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that long that he was out. He had the bandages. He was melted, man.
You know, my friend did.
Horrible.
You know, my friend did in junior high. You know those big things that you light the fuse. You put the ball in the thing, and that fuse goes in there, and then boom.
Yeah. The dragon. Yeah.
What's it called?
The Dragon Balls.
That's a cartoon.
No, ours was like a dragon.
It's a mortar. It's a mortar ball that goes in there, right? Because the thing's about that.
The wick's like 20 inches.
Yeah, it goes. It's like that. It's like the cord. So my friend, they lit there. It was on New Year's, I think, and they lit it. I think he was like in like 6th, 7th grade, and it went in, and it didn't go off.
Oh no!
So they kicked it over.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and it didn't go off. Whatever. They set it there, and then they were throwing jumping jacks and seeing who can make one in it. And he made one in it, and he went there and looked in it, and boom!
Oh no!
It shot him right in the face, dude, while he was looking down in it. Boom! And
so he's blind.
No, it turned him into Billy Crystal. It moved his forehead back fucking like 4 inches, dude. And he had like short, kind of curly hair, so he looked like Billy Crystal afterwards.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there, but we went to school together.
Bad.
We went to St. Paul's together, and his. I would go to their house all the time, though. I wasn't there when it happened, but I would go to their house all the time because his brother was in the same class with me, and we were best friends, and we're still like good friends. But I went over there. I mean, and he couldn't. He was in the hospital.
Yeah.
It burned his whole face up. He couldn't see for like 2 weeks. They didn't know if he was going to be blind or not.
Yeah.
And then it Billy Crystal'd his forehead. it moved it back like 4 inches, dude. But he recovered from it. Besides,
did he still have was his eyes melted?
That's why his eyes were just closed for like 2 weeks, and it burnt him everything. The flash and everything too.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
He used to have like these bumblebees that you would like fly around, right? And my brother and I were hanging out with the neighbor girl at my aunt's house. And it went in it. So we lit one, and right. She lit one, and it went into her face.
The satellite,
in her hair.
The satellite thing.
It was like a little bumblebee.
But is it?
It was like a
two little wings.
But
it's a round disc thing, and it sparks.
It's like a cylinder.
You got to.
It's a satellite. The flying satellites is what I think they were called, right?
Well,
they might have put a different sticker of a bumblebee or whatever on top.
Yeah.
But that's what it was.
And it would just you put on the ground and lit and with sparks flying out the bottom. Okay, yeah.
Did you ever do the Roman candle?
It went in her hair.
I got hit in the face with one.
It went in her hair and it burned her fucking half of her. She was like the fucking Family Opera.
Damn.
And
is she sing now?
No, her fucking skin melted. It was like she was like my brother and I were watching it, and she's like on fire. And her parents came, or her dad came out and started spraying her with the hose and shit. And then they took her, and we were like, "All right, I guess we're gonna go inside." And she never came back outside again. But my aunt was like, "Oh my god, I saw her name was Susan, maybe Susie."
Yeah.
And her eye had melted. The skin
she
went over.
Ooh.
She went blind, and you could see. My aunt was like, "You could see it moving in there." I was like, "Oh my
Oh,
god."
poor girl.
I got shot in the eye with the bottle rocket.
They fucking moved. We never saw them again.
A bottle rocket?
Yeah.
You got shot with a bottle rocket.
Well, we'd shoot Roman candles first.
Yeah.
And then you stick the bottle rockets in the Roman candle.
Yeah.
Well, you used to be able to buy a gross of bottle rockets. You remember what a gross of bottle rockets?
Yeah.
A little 12 packs of them. There was 6 and 6. It was 144 bottle rockets.
Yeah.
And that's what you bought because we were having bottle rocket wars, but they started fires all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You fucking shoot them and they land on someone's roof.
That's why
and-
San Antonio banned them, or the county.
and then you got the big bottle rockets were still allowed for a while, and then they got rid of those. But the big bottle rockets, I'd take the stick off of them, and when we'd have wars, I'd light them and wait till they got all the way down, and then throw them in the crowd.
Yeah.
Boom! They blow up in the fucking crowd. Those were rowdy.
Oh, terrorist thing.
Yeah.
We used to
pretty much.
shoot the Dragon Balls at cars like that were passing by and shit, and it would go to the road and fucking.
Dude,
blow
it
up.
sounded like
What
rocks.
if they
when
had
you
the
shot.
window down?
Yeah, well,
I don't
they
know.
fucked
Well, we
up.
used to shoot it at the ground, and they would blow up either in front of them or like underneath them and shit.
Yeah, we were ruthless with bottle rockets for a while. You know what? I wasn't allowed to use fireworks as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like every firework shit that I did was hidden from my parents, because my dad said, I don't know if he was a kid or an adult already, but he had seen some kid put an M80 in his mouth and act
Oh
like
my
it was
God.
a cigar
Yeah.
and lit it, and before he threw it out, it blew up and
Yeah.
blew his fucking whole mouth open.
Mhm.
And I guess it fucking shocked my dad so much that we were never allowed to have fireworks.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So my neighbors had them, or we would go with them, and we had to hide them, and they could never catch, because when they caught us, we were in trouble. And we always did. We had those little soldiers,
Oh yeah.
and we would
the little green ones.
we would stick them in the sand, and we'd stick firecrackers on them, and then get back. And I blew up. Everyone blew up their hand. Fucking
Yeah.
We just had a
Lightning.
bunch of poppers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we throw them at each other.
Yeah, them
And I remember crying because I
Joto
had
ones.
a bunch in my hand. I had like 4 or 5. And I went like that. And my cousin came up to me and he crushed my hand. And I was like, whoa, crying.
That set him off?
Yeah, by crushing your hand.
because they
Yeah,
rubbed with
the
each other.
pressure.
Yeah.
You know what were
just like
dangerous?
gunpowder, you just throw it
Those
to the ground.
lady fingers. Remember those?
Mm-mm.
The little tiny skinny firecrackers. The fuses just went, because some firecrackers you could light them and you had time to throw them at people,
Yeah.
and other ones they just fucking
Actually,
black cats.
none of
Black
them
cats.
you're supposed to throw at people.
Well,
Yeah, we used to have Roman candle wars and shit.
Yeah.
yeah, you're supposed to do that,
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
dude. Isn't it crazy that you can walk around with the fucking AR, AK, shotguns, but if you go out and start shooting a Roman candle at someone, you can go to jail for
Yeah.
that
Well,
shit.
if you
dude.
start shooting the gun, you go to
Well,
jail,
yeah, but
too.
you can just even having the Roman candle in the city, you fucking go to
You
jail.
light it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking bullshit.
How much do you think those places make? Those little fire.
Thousands of dollars, bro.
I know people that go and
Millions.
and work those just for the holidays, and
Yeah.
they make almost like half a year's salary. You
Yeah.
know, and fucking that
But
short
I'm saying
time.
the people
Fireworks
that,
got
the people
crazy
that own
expensive
them.
now,
People that
too.
own them, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what the profit margin is, but I know one time they broke into. I knew this dude that broke into one of those places, and fireworks were fucking cheap that year. But hey, and it was ironically, a few years later, he was on the news because they fucking stole all his fucking Christmas decorations from the front yard. And he was like,
Yeah.
"You don't do that on Christmas." I was like, "Yeah, on New Year's, though, you can do it."
Yeah, right.
No,
You
but
take somebody's whole business.
that's the same one that gave me that gift. he was on the news. We were like, "Hey, dude, but remember when you stole New Year's?"
Wait, they took his Christmas lights off his house?
They took his fucking
Float
inflatables
things.
and
Yeah,
shit in the
Ah,
front yard.
They'll
And,
take that.
and they had one of those things that remember everyone was buying
That's
those
what you
light
get.
things that would cast the.
Yeah, they stole
have
mine.
that too,
They
yeah.
They
stole mine.
stole those all the time.
Yeah,
yours?
and I was an idiot. I was like, I'll just put this thing in the grass, and that way.
Hammer it in. They never know to pull them out.
I
Of the
broke
grass.
Pull it
mine
out.
on purpose.
The what?
I broke mine on purpose.
Why?
So they
So
wouldn't steal
they
it.
wouldn't steal it. I
Then it
I
doesn't
took
work.
it works. I took the stick off, and I put a bunch of tape around it, like electrical tape, and shit to make it look like as if I pieced it together.
Yeah.
And then I put it like right on my tree, like I tied it to my tree, and it flashes on my house.
So it looks all chafas.
It looks cheap as fuck, yeah, but it works perfect, bro. I've had it for like 6 years.
So they won't steal it.
Yeah, so they won't steal
It's
it.
really prevented because they steal that shit like
All
crazy.
the time.
Yeah.
You know,
They stole mine during the day. That's what pissed me off. I was in the house when they took it.
Oh, nice.
You watched them take it?
Oh, yeah, I was scared. I was like,
to the other room.
There go my light.
And yeah, they just took it off my front
My
lawn.
wife can't get my light.
My friend told me. A friend
No, I
of mine,
just bought it because she goes, put up lights. And I was
It's
like,
a projector.
there we
too.
go. Yeah. And we had it for like 2 weeks. I was like, I told you it looks pretty good. And she's like, yeah, it does look pretty good. And then in between, they took it. And I was like, well, I'm not getting another one.
Damn.
dude.
Obviously, it's a hot item.
A friend of mine told me his grandson is infatuated with inflatables, and that they've twice already he's gone online and ordered like $400 worth of inflatable,
What?
like 9 he goes on Amazon and buys it.
And he puts them up or
What
what?
type of inflatables?
The big old Santa Clauses and those things that go in the front yard for Christmas, and he's got this thing about it. And
I thought you meant the dolls with the home.
I know that's what at first when he said that I was like, the blow up dolls, and he was like, wait till he discovers those. Like, and then he told me, he goes,
They're all outside in the front.
he goes, I think he said he's someone his like stepdaughter or something. He goes, dude, she gets products sent to her from online and she does reviews on them.
Yeah.
And she goes, she got that dick pump thing.
Uh-huh.
Did they send her 2 of those? Not the
Fleshlight.
pump. The thing that kind of sucks your dick.
Fleshlight.
Oh, flashlight.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the fleshlight. The fleshlight's a vagina
Yeah.
that you fuck it yourself.
It has
This
a
thing
mouth.
has a
Thing
pump.
sucks your dick.
This thing has a pump that goes. I mean, it's not a pump. No, it's a thing that moves in it, and you just hold it there and
The squid.
whatever it's called.
What?
And that
squid
and
pro quo.
got the ass thing. That's the ass hole and just the torso,
torso,
cut off
yeah.
and the legs cut off,
That's gross
and
to
it's
me.
the vagina and the butthole, and got that. And I was like, my boy's done 17 and a half years in prison. I was like, don't you wish you had that on commissary in there, bro? He was like, damn, that would have been more than Bitcoin, bro.
Shit.
Imagine that, dude. If you could be the first one to get the fleshlight into the prison system on the commissary.
And you're going to rent it out?
No, you sell them. Everyone buys their own.
Oh, I thought you rent it out.
What the fuck is wrong?
Why would
with
you
Josh?
rent it? You sell it to them.
No, people who start fighting over them.
Okay, so what you do is,
Dude, you sell it to them. They buy their.
Oh,
Dude.
never mind.
no, but you can make more money renting it. You buy your own for yourself. You can buy a second one. Don't
How
confuse
you
the
going to
two
control the market?
How are you going to clean it out all the time
with your mouth?
with your mouth?
You're going to cuck your old toy and shit?
No, I'm not going to fucking
Supercut.
rent
No,
it.
that's part of the rental.
Or maybe
And
a
if they
t-shirt.
don't wash
Supercut.
it and clean it properly, then guess what? You're gonna get
An
upcharged.
inmate that doesn't give a fuck.
I know, this guy.
Oh, dude, you're gonna. Yeah, right. Then they rape you.
I got Hep C from a torso.
You're gonna be the fucking one. Well, then I'm gonna fuck you if you don't let me rent it again. Okay, well here you go.
That's also a good way to get people off your asshole if you buy them a fleshlight.
No, you sell them one, and they keep it, and they leave you alone forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then they stay in their cell.
Josh
And
always
never,
wants-
they don't come out for chow, for lunch.
No, what
for
I do is
rec.
I get
That shit wants to be involved in their lives.
I get the fleshlight and then I put it like that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the party's
Man, that's a thought in your head.
yeah.
That's
Josh
like
Cabana, the party
I have
starter.
a thought. You have to see it. Too.
Hold
You
on,
saw
hold
that,
on,
yeah.
let me turn
You saw
around.
yourself getting
And I
fucked.
Yeah.
I turn the fleshlight around.
Around and bend over and sleep on your
Would you
bunk.
make
like-
fake noises?
They pay extra, yeah.
Damn.
I saw this thing. I don't know if it got sent to me or what, but there was this inmate that was talking to his girl.
Yeah.
In it's but no,
But it was a
iPhone?
guy.
and the female inmate, but male, right? He was saying like, "Nah, man, because you treated me fucked up yesterday," and they were like, "Yo, it was the biggest fucking giant black dude that was
Yeah.
like, come on, baby, I'm sorry, like,
Oh baby, oh baby.
oh baby, oh yeah, oh baby." Wait, did we watch that together?
Edward told me something like that.
Yeah, I
The
know
guy
that
walked
guy.
in.
I know
and
that guy, dude.
then-
Dude, that's a scary motherfucker.
Kind of
dude.
adorable, actually.
He's real cuddly. No, but that's scary because those dudes, you see them
Who
dudes
was
in
it?
prison, them big super horses, dude. Like with the cape super horses, dude. And like I didn't even play with them, dude. You don't play with them, dude. Because next thing you know, you're in a fight with a man
Yeah.
over some gay shit that you were playing. You know,
Yeah.
like
No,
and maybe not playing. I don't know.
This
And
guy we know, yeah.
It's a slippery slope to a slippery slope.
whooped by a dude with his
Talking to Mike.
with his shirt tied up. Yeah, dude.
Mike.
Yeah.
He's always, anyway,
to do the thing.
What's his name? Our friend, right?
uh-huh.
He said people would hot dog each other.
Whoa, what friend?
A friend of ours that we had on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he said when he went to prison for 2 years because he fucking stabbed a guy.
For 2 years
Oh,
and
yeah.
they hot dog people?
No, he said so. I was like, so tell me
Why
about
you
what.
got in a fight with? They wanted to fight you. He's like, I know you're scared of me, Edward. Remember that guy?
Remember that guy?
Chris Bird?
Oh.
No, somebody else.
The other guy, skinny Mexican dude.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you're scared of me. Is that okay? Da, da, da.
Oh yeah, I was terrified.
Yeah.
So we had him on the cast, and he was telling us
He wanted to bring him to my house.
Yeah, I wanted him to come to Josh's house.
I was like, no way, dude. We're doing this over the TV. There's no fucking
I gave him
way.
the address and everything, though.
You fucking
No, I didn't. I gave him two doors down.
Thanks. That helps. He'll never see my meat.
Because you're 18, right? No, right.
So, but what did he say that they did?
That he's like, you don't ever let anybody play with you. Like if they start playing grab ass, you have to fight them right away. And he says that no, like dudes would hot dog each other, man, and they would play like that, and then they would be fucking. Hot dogging means a guy would come up behind you in the showers and rub his dick on your ass.
Yeah.
Like on your crack.
Yeah.
I never saw anyone do that.
Like credit card.
Yeah, I never saw anyone do that. But he's right about the. You didn't have. If someone starts to play with you, like, get tall, like, hey, bro, you just like, hey, bro, I don't play like that. You let them know, like, hey, bro, I don't play around like that. Yo,
yeah.
Take that. And then they might want to fight. They might be like, oh, you check me, and then you fight. But then you do let them know. But a lot of times, once you say, hey, you stop it right there.
Fight or fuck?
And they start fuck fight or bust. It's fuck fight or bust to 60.
What's bust to 60?
Go spend $60 on commissary for protection. That's fuck fight or bust to 60.
What if I say stop?
Well, then you're busting to 60, bro. And then you might be fucking too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but what I've seen,
Jesus Christ,
I've seen dudes.
man.
Hey, were you in prison during the crack riots?
That crack? I don't think I've never know anything about any crack riots.
Like late 90s, right?
So when they changed the
or
crack
early
laws,
2000s.
I was in there 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001.
It was in the 90s. They had just changed the laws for crack, and so everybody who got caught with coke got a lesser sentence than crack, and that the black dudes got really upset, and so there was like
where did you see this?
Different. It was a guy we had on a podcast telling us about it. They blamed him for it. It started at his prison. They ended up blaming him for it. This white dude.
I never have heard that.
But there was across the country. How did you guys get
this guy?
He was on something white underbelly. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He was on that.
I know of it.
And so he was in there for selling LSD. And he's doing like a bunch of years anyway. So
he might have just been tripping, thinking that happened.
And there was they changed the crack laws, and there was a big riot, and he had gotten into it with the main. I don't know what they're called, what their rank is, and so he got blamed for it, for everybody's rights, even in different.
He got blamed for the riot?
He got blamed for all the riots.
What happened to him for getting blamed for the riot?
He got sent to like a Beto 1 type prison.
So he ended up doing more time. He
ended up doing a little bit more time, and he did his full time.
Yeah, he ended up getting his parole taken away.
Yeah, he did his full time, and because he got into it.
They'll get you for instigating a riot.
Yeah.
But for one, I'm not saying that's not real, but I have never heard of that.
The crack riots?
The crack riots. I mean, but at the same time, I could see the mentality of these fucking dummies in there that get mad and go, well, dude, you only got this much and I got this much. And then you start arguing about it.
Because it was the white dudes that were doing coke and the black dudes selling crack. And that's why they were pissed off because they're getting longer sentences.
I don't think there was a bunch of, maybe that was just one thing that happened with him somewhere, but I don't think it was a thing prison-wide. In prison, you don't. Maybe that's a county thing.
They did use.
Gosh, that was fucking blood in, blood out, dog.
They did use it to crack
was
down.
Was it clean, man? No, it's
king of misinformation.
It was
it's American.
American me. Yeah.
Which one? George is the king of misinformation, or me?
No, you,
dude. That's not. No, there was a crack. Damn it!
And then if nobody asked where you got the information from, you just go with it.
Watch Matt Shane's podcast. It's the dude in all white.
Stop advertising your business.
It's the dude in all white. It's the podcast he did with Matt. That's the guy who's talking about it. The crack riots, and that they cracked down on all the prisons really hard after that.
Mm-hmm.
Crack down how?
Like they made it just like. I don't know, tighter. Like it wasn't as
tight. Like I don't know how they would have cracked down. They would have said, y'all don't argue about coke and crack. Like you can't really. I mean, all they do is say
he's poking holes in your balloon,
don't riot.
It's not what I said. It's what this guy said.
Full of hot air, dog.
It's not what I said. It's what this guy said.
I'm just saying all they could do is like when riots start breaking out in multiple prisons, they sometimes lock down the whole prison system.
Yes, that's what they did. And then after they made some new rules. And the prison systems, even the ones that didn't riot, ended up having tighter rules.
don't argue about crack and coke. Like, I mean,
less free time.
They just, they could just lock you down. You're just more on a high security status because they think you're going to fucking riot.
But imagine how much in shape you'd be if you were on crack and you were in
you did cell. LSD in prison, right?
I did acid. Yes.
Oh, that's fucking insane, dude.
In prison.
I did acid in the county jail first.
That
was worse. That was worse because we even convinced this dude. We kept waking him up, and me and my friend Tim, shout out to Tim Kirby. He got it in. It was 8-ball. It was I remember it had an 8-ball stamped on it, and we took half of it, me and him, or maybe we took a third. Or maybe I think it was just me and him. But we kept waking up this fucking goofy ass fucking white dude and telling him he was levitating. And we're like, bro, you keep fucking floating around the fucking cell, dude. You keep levitating. And then this dude goes, yeah, I used to do that at home and all this shit. Like he was fucking. And then we had something in our heads that said, this dude's a liar. Let's break him down and find out what he's here for. Because he was talking all these crazy stories. By the morning, because we took it like at rack up.
Yeah.
At like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. By 4:30, 5 in the morning, this dude had already confessed that he was in there for indecency with the child. He had to catch out. And we made him get on the button and tell the guards to get him out of the fucking cell. But we were tripping too, though.
Were you sober when you told him to get out?
No, it didn't matter. He had to go. I don't know. We were
that
tripping.
Would change my mood immediately.
He had to go though, but we were tripping we were tripping to the next till the morning. So that was ugly though because you couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
And with acid, you feel like you need to get somewhere.
Yeah.
And or
do something.
Yeah. We were caged in, bro, and it was ugly. It was ugly, dude. But in prison,
you guys freaked out or what?
Huh?
So you guys freaked out? Is that what that means?
Yeah, we tripped out, and that's what I'm saying. We kept waking this dude up and telling him he was levitating, and we kept fucking.
But I mean, you were like still conscious enough to like find out about this dude's like past.
We weren't unconscious. Have you taken acid before?
No, never.
Mushroom.
I don't know what the fuck.
It's like mushroom. You don't go on. You remember your trip. You know what you're doing. I just remember we were
not how much I did. I guess I was in somewhere else, dude.
I don't think you get emotional with acid though. You just kind of see.
I've seen people break down crying at parties. Yeah, on acid. They started having a bad trip.
I don't play like that, Doug.
Oh, they do.
They
have a bad trip. You haven't seen people have a bad trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've seen people. I had a bad trip at a party, and I remember I got into a fight with this dude, and I remember trying to twist his head off, tripping on acid. But
in prison?
No, this was out here at a Clark party. Yeah. Then in prison, I got 2 hits of acid sent to me, and 4 of us took a half
on a stamp or what?
No,
like
it was in the mini Manila folder, like a big Manila folder, but it was the mini ones. And my friend had sent me a letter, and he had put some pictures in it, and he said, "Hey man, be on the lookout for a letter from just like a Christmas fucking card when it's not even close to Christmas or whatever." He said, "Because there's acid rolling around town, and I'm gonna get you some." And so I get this Manila envelope, and it was from Sydney Tostito, and the address was 666 and a half High Hills Boulevard. And I was like, Sydney Tostito, what the fuck is this? And I open up, and there's 2 pictures in it.
Totally code.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
like they didn't even try to hide it.
There's 2 pictures in there, and there's a letter. And the letter says, "Hey baby, it's me, Sydney. Just wanted to show you this picture. I got my nipples pierced." And there was a picture of this girl, titties, and she had freshly pierced nipples. It was all like you could see the Vaseline on them or whatever they had, and 2 rings and 2 barbells in them. And it said, "I just got my nipples pierced. I don't know if you could see the bruises on me. I got into a fight with this girl, but it's okay. She only hit me twice, and I hit her back twice. But you could only see the marks if you look closely." Something like that. And I was like,
"Love Tricky McPuzzle."
Yeah. No. And so I was just like Dr. Seuss. And I was just like, what? I was like, oh, this has got to be from my boy.
So you're looking the whole photo?
Oh. So my 2 friends, because I always got pictures, right? And my friends would always want to see my pictures. So I was like, dude, this has got to be my boy sent me something. And so I told one of my friends, you check this picture. You check this picture. And I had the letter. and my other friend had the envelope. I didn't think the envelope was anything. So I'm looking at the fucking letter to see, because what we're talking about doing was that you drop a drop of liquid acid on each A in the letter. Mm-hmm. But that would have been kind of, you see the stain on it. So anyway, I'm looking and they're looking when my friend started pulling apart the fucking envelope, and under the butterfly clip, there was a little piece of plastic, a square. There's that metal square in the middle of it. And there was 2 hits of acid wrapped in plastic, glued right under that. And I was like, oh shit, 2 of them. And then I told, there was with the homeboys at that prison, there was about 15 of us.
Jeez.
And I told my friends, there's not enough for all of us. We're not going to cut little tiny pieces and nobody trips. I said, so y'all can't tell anyone. I'll give each of y'all a half. And it was around Christmas. And I said, so, and then because Christmas, they let you do late rack.
Right, Christmas, dog. Yeah.
They let you do late rack. So you have like a 12 or 1 o'clock rack time on one of the night on Christmas Day or something, Christmas Eve. And so I said, well, I'll do a half and we'll just stay up, just us playing dominoes together, dude. And don't tell any of the other homeboys. So we all took a half and played dominoes, fucking sitting there.
That one was fun.
And that was cool. And then another time, then one of my buddies, he got some liquid LSD on his sister came to visit him, and you could buy Pop-Tarts. I mean, not Pop-Tarts, those sweet tarts.
Oh yeah, okay.
On commissary, there's a machine there. Yeah. While you're getting visitation, you can go to the machine. Yuck. And no, she had brought them already. And she had brought these sweet tarts that had already dripped the LSD on them. And he got them, broke them in half, and had cut a thing in his prison pants where you could scoot them in this hollow part where a belt kind of would go. And he stuck the candies in there. And they really didn't check you real good coming back from. Once you got in there, they figured they checked you good enough. They didn't check you good walking out. Mm. And he brought them back in.
Like the UFC pat down.
Yeah, they kind of just half-ass it and shit. And he went, and then my friend came, hey, bro, it was his buddy. He was like, hey, dude, he got liquid LSD in. And I told him you had got acid one time. And he said that he'll share it with you when you get something in, if you'll share it with him. I go, I don't know if I'm ever going to. He said, it's cool, bro. He'll still hook you up. I said, let's do it. So we all fucking ate a piece of that fucking sweet tart. And then.
Like he took it out of his pants. He didn't make you like get it in his pants.
No, I had to go in there. No.
And it was like a pants dispenser.
And then, and then,
even if you did, who cares?
But then I forgot I took the acid. Like it took a long time to hit. Mm. Like I forgot I'd gone out to rec and all this stuff. And then I remember that they called count, and I went and sat in my cubicle, and I just remember I felt like everyone was just looking at me. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And I look up and I see my 2 friends over there. They're like that looking. They were like, dude, they were like, fuck yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. We took acid, dude. And then,
that's right.
And then count was over and we went out to the rec yard and we were just like, dude, is it hitting you? I was like, yeah, let's play handball, dude. And we went home, we were playing handball.
I have 8 arms.
And I was seeing tracers and shit, dude. And then we were out there laying in the field watching the fucking clouds and shit. Like, wow. That was cool.
Did you forget you were in prison for a minute?
I did a lot, but I forgot I was in prison a lot of times when I would read books. So I would get in books and be gone.
You get up to go to the bathroom and be like, oh yeah, I'm in prison.
Yeah, there was a dude that used to sit in the fucking restroom stall. There was like 7 stalls, so there was a middle stall, but there's no doors on these stalls.
Yeah.
At least it was stalls. At least it was walls at this place. Mm. And he would sit in the middle one at night, like if he was taking a shit. But if you got up to go take a piss, he'd be like, psst, hey, and he'd want to suck your dick.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, and but
there's always one.
Yeah. What discipline though? It's like you're there all fucking night long.
Yeah, he's got the late shit.
Where you going? I gotta clock in, honey. I'll be back.
But he's just trying to improve himself.
And he I remember when I didn't know that was going on, but I kept noticing at night we were in cubicles. All these dudes would get up and go to the restroom. We're always going to the restroom. Always fucking going.
Doesn't mean they're guilty. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it looked have a little girl bladder.
It looked pretty guilty.
Now, if it was like every 15 minutes on the dot, maybe.
Drinks,
that's
dude.
true.
If it was like every half hour on the dot, that might have been a little sus,
Every 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
But he was because I got up and went to the restroom like late at night. And he was all, because I was taking a piss. And and I looked back and he was like that. I was like, "Get the fuck out of
I'd
here,
have been like,
motherfucker!"
Why you gotta be mean though? Why can't you be like, no, thank you?
Damn, that's gotta suck though, because if you go the
That's
first
gotta
time,
suck. He's gotta
if he's
suck.
blowing somebody, and you're like, I gotta go pee again, and then so you wait a little, you go back, he's blowing somebody else, like so you gotta go like 3 or 4 times before you get your turn.
You didn't have to pee that much over there.
That's what I'm saying. If they go a lot, it's because they're missing their turn.
I don't know what they were doing, dude.
Are those new knee pockets?
Yeah.
You got another pair?
No, it's the same ones.
What the fuck
Oh,
are
okay.
new knee pockets?
He has knee pockets.
I got knee
Put knee
pockets.
pads in there?
No, there was wallets.
He got
in
sweats
one.
where the pockets are on the knees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're new. They're different.
Have you heard of Sheen?
Yeah, I think so.
Online buying. My wife buys me shit online.
Yeah, so you can put your keys
I know
in
it
there.
online.
I think it's
buying.
like Korean or I don't. This isn't American for
it's
sure.
right
Who
at
has
your knees.
pockets on these? I don't know, but it is functional. Actually, this pocket's starting to rip a little bit.
You know what I think?
But I got my shit.
You know
in.
what I think they should make? A little thing, like a little
What?
kind of a basket or something here where you could just put your phone in. And so you could like talk to someone when you have it, like you're
They have those now.
and you just put it
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
called AirPods.
No, I don't
Yeah,
have
no,
AirPods.
this
I have
like
your
a-
phone.
this
your
thing-
phone, because you still got your phone, whether you have
Yeah.
AirPods or not. You still got your phone.
I mean,
So I'm saying, because when I get out
They
of
have
my
those,
van
though.
and I'm getting all my shit out and I'm on the phone with someone, I'm like, fuck, if I could just put this like right here and be like, hey, yeah, and then just carry everything.
if only there was a harness where you could carry your boombox.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why. I see you as the guy with the big Bluetooth, just like
Yeah.
out to here when
No,
you're working
dude.
in the
People
van.
just got the
mouthpiece
pods now,
like you
dude.
worked at the fucking drive-through. Yes, can I
No,
help
the
you?
big Bluetooth, and then the phone goes on the clip
never
on
have
the hip.
used those, dude. I don't even like using the fucking ear pods because they bother my ears having shit in there. It bothers me after a while. I could do it for a little bit and then I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck this, dude. I don't like this shit. I robbed a jewelry store. I don't even like wearing jewelry, bro.
Yeah,
When I was married, I never wore
Jewelry.
a fucking wedding ring. Like
I've been wanting a fucking.
I don't
gold
like I don't
want a
like
gold
wearing jewelry.
necklace. I used to wear a silver one in college.
I have
It
a
wasn't
badass
gold
silver one.
It was $20, but it was like that. And then
Do you think
from-
maybe the criminal in you thinks you're gonna look like a mark?
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of things. I don't like stuff in my pocket.
Yeah.
I think it's from skating. It's from when I skate, I don't like anything on me, dude. I'd rather would skate without a shirt on and some shorts, knee pads,
Just
my pads.
give in and get a holster.
No,
dude.
I
Get a
just-
cell phone holster.
I just miss my necklace on my girl's face when I'm having sex with her. That's what I miss.
I once saw a comic that had a, you know those gun holsters. What are they called? The ones where you have
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
But,
As a tattoo?
no, like the actual holsters
Yeah.
that you have for guns. He had one, but for his cell phone.
That's a
look,
man.
you're gonna get shot
Yeah,
reaching
yeah.
for his phone, bro. That's what's
God,
gonna
he
happen.
gonna
dude.
die.
I was like, is that a shoulder holster for his phone?
That is lethal weapon and shit.
It was adorable.
Makes sense.
So the open carry law
Mm-hmm.
means you have to have it in a holster.
Yeah.
On your,
And it has to be seen.
and so then that means that's for anyone can do that.
Yeah.
No gun. But what about if you conceal it? You have to have a license.
You have to have a license to conceal it, though. Yeah.
I
So-
thought in Texas they got rid of
No, you
law.
can still
it's open
have your
carry.
concealed carry.
open carry. Well, what's open carry then?
Like you said, you have
just
to
said
show
it.
the gun.
Okay, so I mean I can't have it under.
It's
my-
called a constitutional carry.
I can't have it on. I know. You like if you carry a gun, you do have to have it in a holster, right?
And showing.
Yeah.
No, but it has to be holstered no matter what.
Yeah.
You can't just have a gun in your pocket, right?
No, it has to be in a holster.
I can't. Well, what if I put it on my belt loop?
Nope.
It's not
It's
a holster.
showing.
It's
secure.
It's not a
Is
holster,
your
though.
holster connected to your belt loop?
No, it's just on the belt loop,
Nope.
And-
like on
No.
the belt
Yeah.
in between.
Because that's like
you.
dangerous. I think.
It's like literally
But you
you have
can-
to have a holster.
you can-
Yeah, that's I didn't know.
I already
that.
got to
Someone
walk
was
around
telling
like this everywhere you go.
No, you can do an AR-15, but it has to be like with
Shoulder holster?
Shoulders be
Yeah.
shouldered.
me. Shoulder harness.
harness. Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
You gotta
what
be fat.
fucking-
You gotta
like
be real
you're-
fat.
Behind you or in front of you,
Both. You have both.
as long as you're not touching it.
No, you can touch it.
Touch all you want, daddy.
Yep.
So
Just gotta have a holster.
And it can't be charged.
Yeah.
And you gotta have the balls to do
Charged.
it.
And you can't point it at
Tesla,
anybody.
a Tesla
No, you
gun?
can't. You can't like charge your weapon. It has to
Discharge your weapon.
The chamber has to be empty, but you can have a full clip in there.
Oh,
The
it
chamber
can't be
has to
loaded.
It's loaded. It's not charged.
Is that what it's called? Charged.
Just not loaded.
Yeah.
Like you gotta cock it first before you fire it.
Your
can't be
magazine's
cocked.
full. It's inside the fucking.
You could have a
magazine
clip,
holder, but you can't charge your weapon. You, know what I
You
mean?
can't have it chambered.
Chambered, yeah.
That's what it was. I knew you were using.
I don't understand.
Can't be chambered, bro.
To like go into like a Starbucks or McDonald's with it. I don't understand.
Because that's where people hit, man, and I want to protect.
Dude, did you see that dude that got shot at Twin Peaks?
No.
The one on Days of Allah?
No, what happened?
A guy was there with his wife. Like, he was like in his early 30s, dude. And he was there with his wife, and it was like 1:30 in the morning, and he saw someone breaking into his truck, and he ran out there, and the dude fucking jumped out and shot him in the chest and killed him, dude. Mm-hmm. And they busted him. It was like a 17-year-old kid, dude.
Damn.
But my buddy that owns the Twain Company, his little brother was at that same Twin Peaks a few months back, and someone was breaking into his truck, but like at 3 p.m. And he ran out there, and the dude jumped out and pointed a gun at him, and he just stopped.
That's when you shoot him.
He just stopped, and then the dude fucking took off.
Is Twin Peaks and Hooters now the new place where dirties go instead of strip clubs?
No, Ojos Locos.
Strip clubs, I'm sure there's still dirties all over.
Yeah,
the
there
strip
is,
clubs.
but I'm saying though,
dirty
like,
motherfuckers.
now they're older, they're married.
Wherever there's girls with fucking
Tits
a
out,
chance that you
shit.
think you're gonna get some, there's gonna be dirties, bro.
Yeah, McDonald's, Wendy's.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, wherever there's girls, there's gonna be
Target,
dudes.
I went to a Hooters today.
Walmart.
Wherever there's
dirties
girls,
in
there's gonna be
Walmart.
dudes that don't know how to act.
Your wife doesn't.
She called me out on it.
Oh,
She
really?
called me out on it.
You went to what?
Hooters.
And she got mad?
No, she didn't get mad. She just called me out on it.
What'd she say? Fuck you, bitch. You went to Hooters, motherfucker.
I mean,
Piece
in
of shit.
so many words. But no, she goes, I go, well, I'm going to, because I was seeing a friend that I hadn't seen since, in a few years. Went to college with him. And so I went, and he was like, well, let's meet at Hooters. And I was just like, all right. So I was like, hey, that way we don't spend a bunch of money, spending at a restaurant with all the whole family. I'm just going to go.
What'd you even tell her?
Chill with him. And she's like, that's cool. And then so I'm about to leave. She's like, so you're going to Hooters? And I was like, what? And she goes, yeah, you're obviously all this bullshit about you wanting to save money. You're just going to go to Hooters, right? I go, how did you know that? She goes, I didn't, but you told me. And I was like, motherfucker.
Snitched on yourself.
I snitched on myself.
Bitch.
But how she knew, oh, you know what? I forgot. You know what it was? I forgot who I used to be. And she was like, oh, I remember your place that you used to go when you go chill with Josh.
Really? Were you that regular at that place that she
He's a dated girl
guessed
from
it
there,
perfectly?
Right?
Yeah, if we're going to go eat, it was a Hooters or...
Most girls
Josh
act
ran through,
like they
6
don't
Hooters.
care that you go to Hooters, but they do.
She hasn't brought it up again.
I know, but they do. And she does now. She already let it be known that how she feels about it. Because I've had that too.
Brothels.
I went to Hooters one time when I was with a certain person, and all of a sudden I had to hear. I didn't know that it was going to be a problem. Like and I don't go to Hooters to pick up chicks.
Why not?
I go for the wings
No, I mean really,
and the camaraderie.
really, it's a restaurant that happens to have girls. I don't.
The wings
I
kind of
think
suck.
at any place you could pull women, I think you would be able to pull women at Hooters. Edward.
No, dude. There's
I like Twin Peaks better. Twin
Let's
Peaks has
go.
better food.
All right.
It's just better.
What are we doing?
Now, what about Ojos Locos? Have you been there?
Yeah, I didn't like
I
it.
feel like an old man
Yeah,
I
in
went
there,
2
dude.
times there.
Those
Yeah.
girls
I
are
was
like
in my 20s.
they're like 17 and 18 years old. The manager chick is like 21.
Yep.
You know, and you
Just saying.
That's
though,
why I
dude.
like Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks, you get usually like they're in their 20s. They're more seasoned.
no Cherry Street, bro.
Well, yeah,
Cherry
there's
Street.
that.
Cherry Street's way
fucking
better
Guadalupe
than all
Street.
those restaurants.
Guadalupe.
Zarzamora, dude.
They'll make you food.
Guadalupe. It's Guadalupe and Zazamora when they went.
Yeah,
intersect
that
right
is-
there at that car wash.
Oh yeah, there's
Car
some
wash?
clean cars there, dude.
Huh?
There's
At
a
a
lot of
car
clean
wash?
cars
It's
in
like
that
an abandoned
neighborhood.
car wash. People used to go. I don't know about it.
I saw some dude. I saw some dude
He
beating the
talks
shit out of
about
some
it.
girl at that car wash.
Yeah, really?
One night we pulled in.
You know what I'm talking about, right? That car wash.
Yeah, we pulled in and put the fucking headlights on him, and he had her up against the wall choking her and shit, dude.
Ugh.
And he turned, why? And then we,
As a kid, we saw his guys get his dick sucked at the Missions theaters, the outdoor theaters.
oh, my bad,
drive-ins.
dude. I know. I used to
was
go
you?
there all the time,
You're a
dude.
little kid. Like, how old you mean?
I must have been like 10, probably. Bro.
Oh, shit.
I was 25 when I used to go there. I was
We were all sitting
15
there
years older than
in
you.
somebody's truck, and we're watching the movie, and they have it on the speaker and shit. This guy parks right in front of us, and he's like with this girl, and we're watching the movie, and my brother goes, "Hey, check it out!" And her head goes down and starts blowing the guy.
Damn, I think about that.
The guy finished.
movie was on?
The Mask, I think, or
Deep
some
Throat.
shit like that.
the
No, I'm not fucking. It was like The Mask. We had to watch it again because we didn't even. I didn't even understand the movie.
'Cause he wants to get a blowjob?
He drives out and then he comes back by himself and watches the rest of the fucking movie, dude.
It's a good movie. dude.
I think about that going to the drive-in.
Yeah.
That was my go-to. And then there's families there, and then my truck's just on fucking moving and shit. It's
Well, I mean,
like,
that's what you did at the drive-in, bro.
Yeah, but there's kids there. Now thinking about it now as an adult, it's like...
Dude, the drive-in was dope, dude.
Between the age of 16 to 19.
What drive-in did you go to?
Wesmer was one of them in Westlaco.
In Westlaco. There's no more drive-ins over there, right?
No, there's no more drive-ins here either.
No, there's not. Is there?
There's some in Austin. There's Wesmer still available.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They would do double features, so 2 different movies back to back.
We did a
so you eat and talk the first movie, the second
Battle
movie
of the
you
Sketches
finger
at the fucking like a
get your dick
drive-in.
sucked.
There used to be a drive-in on Fredericksburg Road, and I remember we would go ride our bikes, and you could look over the fence, and they would show like almost a porno. It was like maybe a softcore. And then there was a movie called
drive-in?
At the drive-in, and it would be the late shows.
So that means the people that lived around that area would just hear, and
No, it was out of your car. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you could still hear because you put that box on your fucking door.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
and
radio
you turned
station.
up the volume on it.
Yeah.
No, that was until later. That was the Mission drive-in on the south side. This was in the 70s, dude. This was in the 70s. We were kids and we used to sneak, probably when I was in 8th grade, we'd sneak out on our bikes and ride our bikes over there when it would get dark, and they would be on. And and my parents would take us to the drive-in, but you could look over and see what's going on at the next fucking drive-in, the rated R movies.
Yeah.
And we were over there watching, what did we see? I remember Prophecy.
Oh, with Christopher Walken.
I remember you could tell nothing that was happening in that movie. It's so dark. You couldn't see the monster. I was so upset, dude. Like you couldn't see it. It was watch that movie. Prophecy. That was the 70s, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's not a monster. It's just
they just didn't.
It
have
was
the
a
technology.
monster in the woods.
Prophecy.
That one, yes.
No, it was about the devil. And
No, not that one. There was one before that. It was called.
Christopher Walken played Gabriel.
No, that wasn't
angel.
it.
That wasn't it.
This was a 70s movie. And then I remember seeing Food of the Gods.
Yeah.
Fruit of the Gods or Food of the Gods? And it was a movie about all the animals got giant.
Oh shit! All right, so.
The chickens and the rabbits, and they were killing people all. Like everything got giant from I don't know what.
I just saw The Revenant the other day.
Oh, you've never seen it?
First time?
No. It's the second time I've seen it, but
I've watched that movie 100 times.
It was like watching it for the first time again because I was like, wait, that happens right off the top?
He has like 6 lines in that movie.
Man,
him
it was
just
so
surviving.
Dude,
I forgot how good that was.
His
that
son,
movie
oh,
is crazy. Basically, that movie's a love story. And it's the rowdiest chase movie of all time. That dude chases.
like a revenge.
It would have been over when the bear mauled me. And then it would have been over when I went off the cliff on a horse. And then it would have been over if I had to sleep inside that fucking horse. And it would have been over when I jumped in that cold ass water and the Indians were shooting arrows at me.
I would have suffocated inside that horse somehow.
It would have been over when they put me in that hole and buried me and left me to die and I crawled out of there.
Yeah.
There's no way, how the fucking, it was because he wanted revenge for that dude killing his son so bad.
Man.
Spoiler alert.
That movie's been out for a while. That movie is great. I've watched it.
This guy somehow.
That's what you get.
That movie's great.
I know
dude.
it's about. I just never seen it.
Oh, it's fucking
That's
good,
what you
man.
get.
That bear, when the bear fucking.
That's how he got his fucking Oscar, Leo, dude.
No, he didn't win from The Revenant.
Yeah, he did.
Was it The
That
Revenant?
was his first one, yeah.
Was it The Revenant?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because he should have won for The
good at movie.
Departed. That's right. He should have won one from The Departed.
I mean, how many times? Yeah, The Departed, fucking.
I never saw Inception.
It was all right.
Inception was all right.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Sci-fi.
Is it good? Is it worth watching?
I thought it was worth watching when I saw. I only seen it once though in the theaters.
Have you
I
seen
was
The
like-
Gladiator?
I haven't seen the second
What
Gladiator.
did you look at when you go? It's pretty good.
No, it was like after I came out. That's how I felt in my head.
Have you seen the new Gladiator?
Pretty good.
I heard it's bad.
Have you seen? It's not good.
I've heard it's not. Good.
I heard it's a fucking musical.
I heard he makes
Bro,
out with
it's
a
the
man.
Joker.
It
I
just.
already goes, Maximus. I know you like to get wet.
Yeah, then he still.
Yo, bro.
Then he still talks like.
You all gonna go to second?
Makes sense though. They would have different accents even back then between
Look,
different
look.
dialects.
But he still had the what's it? How am I forgetting? Denzel Washington accent.
right.
Yeah.
But the point is, they didn't have British accents back then.
No.
So
But that's what we're
all
used
it's
to.
got to do is be different.
Because look at this.
And, well, he
For
does
some
that.
reason, Americans
they gave him
think
shit.
English accent is like, oh, that's how everybody talked back
They
then.
gave him shit for that,
We're
and
so
they gave
ignorant.
him.
Me lord.
They gave Denzel shit.
Yeah, yeah.
They gave
Anytime there's a
Denzel.
lord,
Look,
they think they
'cause
should
look, what's on
speak
here?
British.
What is it? Gladiator
Speak
2.
British.
Stupid.
Like I haven't watched it yet, so I want to sit here.
Wait, what are you doing?
Gladiator. I want to sit here, fucking turn on all the lights and fucking put this thing on full blast right here.
How does porn work on this thing?
How does it work?
It's pretty good,
You
right?
just watch it.
Is there any difference from like my little phone to this thing?
The
You can show me later. It's fine.
no, the porn channels.
You
This
don't have-
thing.
I've been abstaining from pornography.
So have I.
This has all.
all the porn.
Oh,
Yep.
geez.
It makes
Mike.
it. Oh my god.
This has all the fucking.
So it doesn't matter
Oh,
that you
that's
can't
nice.
get on lesbian.
Lion devil.
Hey, can you give me one too?
Can I get one too?
Thanks,
What if you just saw me put the
This,
pillow?
this has.
What if you just
like,
saw me put the
all
pillow over?
rowdiest shit, dude.
Oh, that's Jennifer White,
I guess that's pretty right.
Who's Jennifer White?
the porn star you just missed. I think
That's
that's
not Jennifer White.
It's not.
No, it's not at all. These are all no-name nobodies.
No, she's a name.
You said that little girl from.
I would laugh at her. Go back. Yeah, dude. I would just be like, I mean, she's cool, but she keeps making that fucking face.
The duck lips. Did you play porn at parties?
See, no.
No.
It was always some dude. It was always an older dude, and they'd play
Yeah.
porn at parties.
No.
And
Dude, I remember being at a
Thank you.
rave, dude. I remember being at a rave and they had a TV. I guess it was in the wall and it was a fish bowl in front of it. There was a big old goldfish swimming around and they had porn going on that TV.
Yeah.
And I was tripping, dude.
Those parties are not
And I
cool.
was just like, what the fuck? This was at a warehouse, dude. At some fucking warehouse
God.
in the 90s.
I thought that's what older people did. When I was in high school and I'd go to parties and there was a 22-year-old guy that was like throwing the party, I just thought that's what older people do. They play porn at their parties.
No,
Those parties.
Now
are
that I
like-
think about it, we were all just being groomed. Well, not us, the girls were. We were just there. We were their friends.
I only like, I've been at a place with girls and they're like, put on some porn. I'm like, okay.
The girls
You
that
know.
put on porn?
Yeah.
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 You know what? I've
That was always
never,
awkward at parties.
I've never met.
Oh, dude, those are the fun ones.
Yeah.
I've never dated a girl. I never dated a girl who was into porn. Not one.
I dated a
Yeah.
girl who was in a porn, but she was like, I don't want that to happen to me, but I like what they're doing to her. And I was like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I used to be so awkward at parties. Like if
You'd play porn on your
if
phone?
like Garth Brooks started playing, I would turn to the person next to me and I'd be like, "What is that country?"
Shut the fuck up. Dude, we were in Killeen, me and Raul, and we had just done a show, and some kid played guitar, right? And everyone was so proud of this kid. I don't know who the fuck he was, but they said, play something. And we were all standing there, and we were all, like, they wanted us to hear this guy play. And he played something, and then it got all quiet. And they, I don't know, they would look for me for a response. I go, what is that country? And I said, he was like, what the fuck? Then I was like, no, dude, I don't know what the
He
fuck.
was trying to act like he was enjoying the show.
I couldn't stand. I don't like country at
What
all,
is that
dude.
country?
Yeah, that was awkward.
You guys had a moment. That's cool, dude.
Yeah, that was awkward at that. And that was after throwing up before the show. I talked Raul into throwing up in the parking lot with me.
You threw up too?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I heard him like gagging. It's just so gross.
How long were you guys in?
Dude, this was like 13 years ago.
Oh shit! So you're
Three?
just brand new.
3 years?
This was about
4? 3 or 4?
yeah.
I was 3 or 4.
This was about 13, 14 years ago.
When's the last time you got super nervous?
Last week when I
Kill Tony?
did the
Huh?
Mencia
Kill
shows.
Tony?
That's the most nervous, but that's not the last time I've been nervous.
When's the last time you were nervous?
Before going up to an open mic, like 3 weeks ago with
At
like
LOL?
very,
New shit.
very new
Oh, dude.
shit.
Yeah, I was
like, I should have worked on it more.
I've been getting nervous there at the Rabbit because I got new shit, and then somebody goes and does their same 5 minutes and fucking murders, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
fuck.
Sometimes you got to be a grown up about it though.
Yeah,
A comedy grown up about it.
Yeah.
And go, this is just business. I'm here for input.
yeah.
I just did the Mencia shows, and I was nervous until I was nervous Sunday too. I was nervous every fucking show.
I should have been nervous at the one that everybody's featuring or headlining in a year.
God, yeah.
Danny Boys?
Yeah, Danny Boys.
Oh, yeah.
I went after like 8 or 9 comics.
That was just this weekend, right?
Yeah, I went after like 8 or 9 comics. I was doing
No,
5 to
dude.
10 minutes. I'm just like, and then I have to do
What?
I have to do 20 at the end.
And everyone's all fucking high and
I
passing out and
I almost had a
shit.
panic attack on stage because of how much smoke was in the air.
It's too much,
Yeah.
dude.
And
Yeah.
it was.
Well, we're all headlining and they're featuring and coming up, right? With
Yeah.
the Sexy Joe one.
Yeah.
But I told him, I told, because he called, he hit me up and I said, hey, Juan, I go, I don't want, there's not going to be like 10 people on the fucking show, right? Oh, no. He said, I'm keeping it tight. No.
Yeah, he's doing
Yeah.
MC feature
So,
headliner.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool.
But like, yeah, it was thick. Like you couldn't see.
That's
like,
how I was there one night. And I was falling asleep. I was all like,
everybody
I had to
was
leave.
gone. Everybody was fucking.
Yeah. I think I
Toasted.
did it one time and you were in the audience.
Oh, yeah, you were streaming that night.
No. I wasn't doing it. But
He
I
lied
was
and
hoping
told
to hang out afterwards and you were like gone. I was like, where the fuck is Edward at, dude?
Dude, I was falling asleep rowdy at
What
that one, dude.
Me, anytime I have a chance to
Hey, how's my set though?
You were shrooming, dude.
to smoke on stage, I take that opportunity because it's part of the performance. And I went down 10 minutes in. I went down on somebody. They loved it.
Always gotta brag. Dude.
So it's 10 minutes in, right? And I'm doing great, all my new shit. And then I was just like, the first 10 minutes be new shit, at last 10 minutes old shit. And I bend down and I ash, and it's this guy's tray that has weed on it. And I'm like, he goes, whoa, and he puts his hand out. I was like, and I moved it from like, I'm not gonna ash in your hand. And he goes, dude, that's weed. And I was like, oh, that's weed. I was like, I just ashed in your weed. He's like, yeah. And it got quiet. And I was like, fuck, my bad, bro. I didn't know. I mean, he's like, it's cool. I work here. I was like, fuck you. That's like half a bowl, and you got fucking all this weed over there, and you're complaining about it, motherfucker.
You blamed him for your mistake.
I blamed him for it, and then I go up, and I'm like, all right, hard reset.
Bomb for 20 minutes.
I just start telling these long bits, thinking they're going with me, and being real fucking like I'm a cool guy.
Was he waiting by the
philosophical.
stage?
Huh?
Daniel? Was he waiting by the stage?
Daniel gets up on stage. He gave me the light, and I saw him, and he gets up on stage, and I tell my last joke, and
While he's on stage with you.
no, he's on the stairs,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm just like, and it goes meh, and I was like, fuck, and so it was the Hitler joke, and I tell that one, and it goes meh.
Which one mine ears?
Mine. What the
Okay.
fuck? I already told you.
That's stupid.
And so I say the joke, and it goes
Fucking
eh.
act.
And then I look back and I'm just like, what? You want me off the fucking stage? Is that what you want?
I did the same thing to him.
Yeah, you want me off the stage? I turned to the crowd. I was just like, you were like, yes, please get off. We're tired. And they all laughed at that. And I was like, all right, cool. And I walked off stage, and there was people over here like, oh, because these people were digging the shit out of
Yeah.
me. Everybody else was like, you could like, they're on other shit. And it's like they were
Yeah,
gone.
I felt it when I just did that. I think the one I did with you.
Pointing at me.
But it's almost 2 hours in the fucking show.
I felt like the way the crowd's kind of like.
Oh, yeah, you were there too.
pretty kind of like what?
Yeah.
There was people that were asleep during my set and after me
Yeah.
his set too.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you didn't see them?
No.
They were asleep for my set, and then they were really.
They were gone for years. Dude, there was a guy, he was heckling everybody.
No, actually, murdered.
They had no idea he was in a
real scared.
wheelchair with no legs. And it was like, this guy don't get no pussy. He's like, I ain't got no legs.
Damn, hey, can I get half of that though?
Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, he's driving. Yeah, I'm good.
Take a little bit of mine then.
I'm not driving.
No, I just don't want this much.
A little bit of him on the
Yeah, I thought tequila makes you
This is
fucking...
Bonitos. I know. I really can't drink this, dude.
Yeah.
Watching my carbs.
They said 0 carbs. 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Tequila's the best alcohol. I'm good. That's the best alcohol you can drink. It's tequila. Hey, Happy New Year's to everybody. Fucking
Happy New motherfucking Year.
come to our shows and shit.
I swear, we go up to Austin. I was like, welcome to Austin, bro, every 5 minutes. Dude, I came here before you.
No, I don't.
Every time I see a homeless person, John looks at me, welcome to Austin.
I wish I was like that.
What the fuck just happened?
You're eating that fucking gills, and he's like,
No. Hey, while you're here, mi casa es su casa.
Oh, nice. Oh, damn. Did you see that shit? He got a fucking
And
foul.
one.
Now,
it's
dude,
tied.
we're on
Hey, I've been
6th
hearing some
Street.
shit about Wemby flopping, man. Tell me it ain't so.
Oh, we saw it though, right? Like, didn't we see it?
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
And one. 3.
And he's
Step on his hand, dog.
Pistons versus.
Spurs, but the Spurs aren't gonna go to the playoffs, but they look pretty fucking good right now, though.
Better than last year.
Spurs are going to the day offs.
Dude,
You're gonna have days off.
Everybody that goes to the Spurs games that I talk to,
Are racist now.
they're going because their favorite team is playing the Spurs. They're never
Yeah.
going to see the Spurs. And that, yeah.
Dude, you don't hang out with people from San Antonio, though.
Gonna
I
change
know.
once
I know it's all people who are fucking
you
LA fans and New York Knicks fans. And
you see that shit they're gonna do downtown? They're gonna get rid of those the soap factory apartments and all that shit, and they're gonna build the whole all that's gonna be the
Monorail.
new
Shelbyville.
Spurs,
Yeah.
the Spurs
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
arena
Yeah.
and all this
What?
shit. Yeah,
they're
they're
getting another.
I heard that Henry B.
Yeah.
Gonzalez is gonna be
Woodlawn Theater,
bigger.
the Woodlawn Theater, the Deco. They're gonna turn into the new.
Well, the deco, the ballroom.
That'd be cool, right? Right there in the hood. Raul would be right next to it, dude. Shit.
I've been going to
Raul Plaza.
Sunset.
Damn.
Sunset. What is it?
Oh,
Sunset Station?
the station.
Yeah, I've been going to.
I haven't gone, no, but I think I'm on the show on Saturday.
Far, dude. Yeah.
I kind of because I responded to that fucking post, and then he now I'm in the group thing about the show that we're all on Saturday, and I was like, I don't know if I was.
Yeah, it's
I'm
cool.
on a show too.
Isn't there? There's not
I might
UFC
go tomorrow,
this weekend. Is there UFC this Saturday?
I
UFC
don't
every
know.
Saturday.
No, there's not. And
No,
Anymore?
I think there's not one. There's not another pay per view at least till
till January.
till January.
So
Oh
almost made it.
shit! Oh, they still lost by one.
Yeah.
lost by one.
And
Damn.
one 3.
He just said, "Let's go." That's a grown
no,
man.
he just went.
I can't imagine
You have
how
to.
like these kids are so young. You know.
I know, dude.
You never liked sports, huh,
Who?
George?
You're not a sports guy, George?
I used to like to
Yeah,
play it.
Kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. I mean, you grow up, you grow out of shit.
Baseball? I'm not a base. I don't watch baseball.
I can watch baseball.
Can't watch
I can watch
baseball.
the
I
I
don't know
can
who's
watch
playing now,
the
but I
World
can watch
Series
it.
when the playoffs when it gets close to the World Series.
Yeah.
But I don't have a
Yeah.
team. I don't give a damn. I rooted for I guess the Astros when they were there.
Yeah.
But
You don't watch baseball, roll?
yeah, he's a
Oh.
Texas fan, right?
Yeah. Actually, I watched the Dodgers win their championship while I was opening up for Felipe. It's fucking dope, dude.
Dude, I
Lawyers.
watched the World Series on the cruise ship one year.
The one where the guy died?
No, it was the one where we were on our reunion from Jeff. No, the one that, and then because it was the next one that we went on, the dude jumped off the fucking boat, and that was
Ruined the trip for his family.
I guess
Yeah, for his family, definitely, because they had to stay on the fucking
they
cruise.
might not have liked him.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
crazy, right?
still would affect
And you would think, dude, if you're gonna jump at the end of the fucking trip, run up all the bills you can, do all the crazy shit, then jump. Don't jump at the beginning of the fucking.
Yeah,
He
man.
took some bad acid.
Mental health, man. Who knows, man? Those guys are.
Did you know
They don't
someone
save money, dude.
someone told me that they went on a cruise with there was a cruise with nothing but autistic kids.
Yep.
And one of them jumped off.
Fear unlocked.
Maybe saw a fish.
Goddamn.
Maybe, who knows?
I've been going to Down syndrome events. It's been fun.
Oh, really? And they don't? You get to get in?
Yeah. When they get because I'm with my son.
Oh, I
so
thought you
they
get
give us
them in.
free shit. We got a bunch of free stuff for Christmas. We went to.
Is it exclusively for
It's not
families?
free.
Yeah.
Is it Morgan's Wonderland stuff?
No, it's,
It's
not
not
Morgan's.
free,
No,
bro.
it's regular shit.
It's not free though.
Well, no, somebody's paying for it, not us.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember
Yeah.
my buddy called me and said, "Hey, I'm having my buddy Bebo and he was like, "Hey, I'm having a party for my daughter at Morgan's Wonderland." And I go, "Whoa, isn't Morgan's Wonderland like a special needs thing?" And he goes, "Oh no, bro, they let regular people in too, bro."
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And he goes, but if you have just like one retarded person with you, it's like $2.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you don't, it's like $15.
Yeah.
And he goes, so do you know anyone, bro, that I could take, like, that we can get a discount? And I was like,
So they
you
don't
could try
check-
my brother.
So I
They don't check any paperwork or anything.
I
You
got
just
in-
point to someone and you're like, oh.
I got into
you just kind of nod.
I got into
Yeah.
it with my wife about it because we took my son there for his birthday, and she was telling everybody he's autistic, right? And then I noticed all the other parents, they were like, all the other kids are like, they're all autistic too, and I'm just like, no, you just got.
Is it a cool place?
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was fun, but it was like I really felt like I'm like you're really putting him under a label that he might not.
That he might try to live up to?
No, that he might. Well, yeah, but also I don't think he belong. I just think he needs some structure and not eat fucking red dye 40 and shit.
Dude, you're in denial, bro.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, if you look at vaccines.
Yeah, no, we had that.
I just think he needs to
too.
apply himself. Like, no, dude, leave him alone.
Have you ever seen someone that's in denial that their kid has autism?
Yeah.
So have I. It's kind of sad to see because everyone knows, and
Yeah.
they're acting like there's nothing wrong. No, he's just a little bit, hyperactive.
Are you describing Josh?
And you're just like,
Well, no,
dude.
he's dyslexic, and yeah, he might shove a pencil up your ass if
Fear
you
on.
watch him.
And he's like, well, that's a plus.
But it's not a.
Dude,
That's
I
not
forgave him a long time ago.
So he's sticking pencils, leads, and fucking vibrators.
Once
and
you
shit.
told me he was dyslexic, I was like, okay, all right. Well, yeah, all right. Dude.
it was the eraser.
And then, autistic, I'm like,
The eraser
okay,
wasn't found.
all right. I'm not going to hold
It
it.
wasn't even a number 2. It was one of those fat pins.
Oh yeah, the big boy pencils.
If he was a regular kid, I would have punted him across the face for violating me, dude. Violating me.
Oh,
It took 2 hours to get the smile off of George's face.
no, when he told me, like, I was
I
like,
told Josh in a very serious way. I was
yeah,
like,
very serious. I
you
was
need
like,
to
what's wrong?
talk to your son, bro.
You need to talk to your
He's like,
son.
what happened?
You
Josh
need
was
to do
already
that more
smiling.
often.
Josh was smiling like it was going to be funny, and I told him what happened to me. He was like, I'm going to go talk to him right now.
He said,
When he
"You can
slapped my
only
daughter across
do
the
that."
face, I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
my
he
God,
did.
dude.
slapped
That
your
was
daughter?
Crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Baby daughter?
Yeah.
Ava.
No, Ava. Yeah.
Like what? Like in anger or like playing?
And to defend the Kabaza name, I guess.
In
He
anger
said that
then.
she-
my daughter was like, Dad, he slapped me across the face. I was like, no fucking way. She's like, yeah.
No fucking way.
She said that he got a good slap where her head turned.
What?
And I was like, Ava, I was like, what the fuck? So I go tell Josh, I'm like, hey, bro, you can't just fucking slap my daughter, dog. Josh goes up there. And it's like Josh was my dad abusing my brother upstairs.
Oh, you
What the fuck you ever hit a girl? And we're all downstairs, and it was like, oh, like she felt guilty, but like maybe she shouldn't have told. We were outside actually, like hearing you.
She lied to Zoe.
Watch the murder.
I
It
don't
was
care.
crazy.
Get your stuff. We're leaving.
So
We're leaving.
Oh,
I
that
told Ava,
all
I'm like,
that
dude.
went down from that?
Yeah.
So
And did y'all
Ava's-
leave?
No.
So Ava's like real stinky. So I go, dude, if anybody ever touches you, you fucking punch him in the face. She's like, I punch him in the back of the head. I was like, what?
Are they
She's
the
like,
same-
he
are they
turned,
close to the
I
same
punched him
age?
right in the back of the head.
She's
no,
like
it was,
3 years older, right?
she was definitely bigger than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like
she
three-
was in shock that she got
3 or
slapped
4
across
years
the face,
older.
bro. It was crazy.
Because my daughter was like, I'm tired. I want to take a nap. Come lay down with me.
Yeah.
She kept telling Ava that.
It was like, no, I'm good. You go ahead and
Yeah.
take a nap. And then
I'll be over there in a little bit.
Isaiah smacked the shit out of her. Don't you ever talk shit to my sister.
Don't you lie to my sister.
Yeah. It was like, what the fuck? Susie turned. She's like, Susie turned. I punched him right in the back of his fucking head. I was like, God damn.
And what is he?
And I was like, damn, man, he got reamed by his dad.
What does he
Fuck.
think he did though?
He thought he was defending his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like everything worked out at the end.
It
I was fucking livid.
Yeah,
though, dude.
I
was
could
like,
see it in his eyes.
This guy's a problem, dude. You know?
He
yeah.
assaulted me and my
he
daughter.
punched me in the nuts when he was like 3. He violated me with a pencil when he was like 5.
Yeah.
I think he was like 7 at the time.
He gets it from my wife. My wife punched you too.
Yeah.
Oh.
She faked the high five and then she went like that. Pop right in my nuts.
Nah, you're
I'm
nuts. You're
joking.
titty.
Oh.
She
Oh,
punched,
yeah, my titty, my bad.
she punched his titty, and then he comes up to me. He's like, "Dude, your wife just punched me in my tit." I was
She
like,
faked
yeah.
the high five and then uppercutted my titty.
And that's exactly what Isaiah did.
Yeah.
He went to like, hey, like
for
a
a
hug,
hug. A hug.
and then punched him in the nuts.
Punched me in the nuts and
So
laughed
gets it
about
from his mother, not me.
I took a knee and he was laughing. The little 3-year-old kid was laughing.
Dude,
like it
and
was
they
funny,
say
bro.
that older men are the creepy ones. That like they say like heard this thing that older men like when they start talking to girls that they get real touchy and shit, and
Yeah,
girls
he
get
touched
all
me all
like,
night.
and and you know, and then, yeah, because they don't back then. I guess they were more touchy. I don't know. Not my generation. I think boomers.
Boomers for sure.
What are you, Gen X?
Gen X, yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Rick will grab you by the back of the head and like, listen to me.
Yeah, Rick is a touchy guy.
Yeah.
Rick who?
Rick Gutierrez is your favorite guy.
Oh no, that's
Ricky
not,
G.
Rick's thing is to try to. He's got small man, ugly, bad breath, man complex.
Yeah.
So he's trying to flex on you. His shit isn't because it's a flex on you to show like I'm the dominant
People
one.
really thought I slept with him because George started to spread that rumor.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
sleep with you. Y'all stayed awake, is what we thought.
No, he was like, that's why he's on the road with him because he's doing stuff with him. And I was like,
I'll tell everybody Josh was like, fucking.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
No, I said, dude, they sharing a hotel room, dude.
We
which
did
is
share a
true.
hotel room.
Yeah, but they were in the same bed. But I was like, dude.
We were not in the same bed.
But he didn't give him dome from a dumb bitch.
He did. Josh
I didn't
did.
do that. And
Josh
we,
admitted to me. He's
no, I never did anything sexual. We slept in different beds. It was the same room.
Josh said he saw him naked and shit. I was like,
I
Y'all
did-
just
I
danced
didn't
around
see
it?
him naked. I saw him in his underwear.
Josh saw him get up and
But not naked.
he was a
I
hung.
didn't care. It's his room.
But how'd it make you feel though?
A little uncomfortable. But also, he heard me like throw up because I
He
drank
hurt
too
you?
much the first night. We went drinking.
Oh.
We went drinking, and then we're in San Diego, and I
He
went.
drank you under the table?
Well, yeah, I drank
Went
more than
into
him.
the bed. He drank him into the
I
bed.
was getting doubles, and he was getting.
You got
singles.
double teamed by Rick Gutierrez.
and
DP,
then
bro.
Right.
and then I went and got a burrito, and I ate the burrito, and I got back to the fucking hotel and just fucking threw it. I'm one of those like loud pukers. So it was.
Is he
yeah.
even doing comedy anymore?
If you drank
I don't
enough,
know.
everybody.
I know he
I
works for Via or
don't
some shit
think
now.
So I saw him at Home Depot.
I heard he works for Via, right?
He didn't want to look up.
At you? Oh, didn't he? Did he break up with you too?
I almost said Rick, but I didn't.
He broke up with Josh, though, right?
He was with some lady.
I think he got upset because he was headlining LOL, and they called me and they said, "Hey, so you're featuring, right?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Damn.
Nice. But you know what, bro? The
I
dude
just-
don't like me, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care for him because he's acting like a fucking dick, and that's what he gets for the way he acted with.
Well, no,
everyone.
me,
And
I
he
was-
can
I
watch
just
this and
didn't-
see it, and I don't care.
I didn't want to handcuff myself
We'll clip it.
because you have to. No, I didn't want to handcuff myself because I can't say certain things.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, I've been working all this new shit, and now I can't say it. No, fuck that. I
The
don't
way
want to do
Josh
that.
shows it, he's like, dude, I got a standing O, and he wanted to fire me, dude.
No, he said if I got a standing
if
O,
he got a standing
then
O.
I would
no,
get
he said
fired.
if you ever
I was
get a
this
standing O.
close in Tempe. Oh my god, I was this close in Tempe.
3 people got up,
Did
and there was
someone,
6
tie their
people in
shoe?
the crowd.
I know, right?
No, they were.
Someone
I
stood up
said
and
my.
tied their shoe?
No, I did a whole clean set.
Someone stood up and farted.
Someone stood up. It was just stretched.
I did a clean set, and then the very last joke was the stupid "the size matter."
Got him with the kidney punch.
Boom!
Stop
Fucking.
saying
Kicked him in the
that's
nuts right
stupid,
afterwards.
dude. That shit kills.
And
Did
they're fucking.
Okay,
And then
this guy-
I'm standing on stage at Tempe. It's about 500 seater in Tempe, and I'm like fucking going like that. I'm like fucking stand up.
You told people to stand up.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
You gotta
telling
raise
people-
your hand like this, like thank
I
y'all so
remember-
much.
No, I'm going like
And do one
this.
of these,
I'm going like
And
this
then
with
do
my
this
hand.
like that, like all right, y'all, give it up, get up, get up, get
I
up.
have the mic and I'm going like this, and then I bring up
No,
Rick,
really.
and Rick goes, "If you ever do that again, you're done."
Oh,
Like,
shit.
all right.
We're
And
trying to
it's-
coax the people.
And when he said it, like he was all mad.
for saying the size matter joke.
No, maybe he meant killing and you just didn't know.
Yeah.
Or it could have meant that too.
He, this whole time you blew him off for no reason. Now that you think about it,
Yeah.
No, I didn't blow him off. It was just, it sucks when you can't do what
did
you want
suck.
when you want to do.
Yeah.
You know
Bro,
what I mean?
I just
Hey,
did those shows with Carlos Mencia like 2 weeks ago, and there was these 2 dudes that came in from Sacramento.
Yeah.
Caden and his dad, I forgot Jimmy, and Jimmy said that he worked with Rick Gutierrez, and Rick Gutierrez told him that they did the first show, and that he told him, "Hey man, like, what do you do for a living?" That like between shows, they're in the green room, or it was the show was the next day, I think maybe, and that he said, "What do you do for a living?" The dude's a dentist. And he goes, "Well, I'm a dentist." And he goes, "What? And you don't talk about it on stage?" He goes, "Well, you know, I'm working on this." He goes, "I'm doing this other stuff. I don't need to tell him I'm a dentist." And he's like, "No, bro, you this and that." And he told him, "I'm going to tell you this, what you need to say." And he started giving him all these dentist tips to say. And he said, "Tomorrow, I want you to go out there and do these jokes and talk about you being a dentist." And the dude's like, I have my set, bro. I do what I do.
Yeah.
And so he didn't do it. and Rick got all pissed off, didn't talk to him, fucking blew him off and all this shit. Like it got all weird, and it was like, and they're like, what kind of weird shit is that, dude?
I think that's an old.
That's some Diddy shit, dog.
The dude's only like 2 years older than me.
That's an old Latino fucking comic thing. Because there's another comic that I work with that was kind of, he wasn't like that, like Rick, like don't say this, but he tells the opener, he's like, record your set. And he's like, all right, and he didn't record his set. So after she's like, you record your set? He's like, I forgot. And he's like, see, that's why I can't work with you. You don't listen. You don't record your set. How
Who
you
the
gonna
fuck said that?
I don't want to say his name.
That's a flex,
Ooh,
bro.
tell
That's
us.
just a flex,
Tell
bro.
us.
And then it got weird because he sells his own tequila, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about. He sells his own tequila.
Ron
and
White?
then he gave his no, not Ron White.
I know.
He gave
Raimundo.
he gave his cousin a free bottle of it and signed it, right? And his cousin got there. His cousin sold it to somebody in the audience for $250.
Hilarious.
And so
Nice.
we're in the fucking.
He gets a cut of it. Don't give
He
it
has
back.
his own. No, he didn't know.
Isn't that a compliment though?
Yes, he
I
did.
mean,
He just
Yes,
gave it.
people wanted to pay that for
And
it.
so he goes, yeah, no. I was just like, man, you made a good like $250 on yours. And I say this while we're in the bus, and then he looks at him like, what? And he goes,
Guy, you're a bitch.
and the guy he changes
You're
the
a fucking
subject
bitch.
immediately. Immediately changes the subject and looks at me like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh shit. I fucking
As if you didn't know. Oops.
yeah, very much so.
Did I say that?
Oh, he sold your fucking bottle, bitch.
No, it was just we were having
Well, yeah,
fun.
it's supposed to
We're having
the
fun.
one
I-
with your name on it.
we were having fun. I was talking, and the fucking cousin was just like, "Hey man, good set," and all this shit.
why would you
and then-
say that?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just thinking like, "Yo, you got 250. That's
So,
dope."
do you think it's cool that he sold your bottle with your name on it or what?
But I didn't
You
see.
threw him under the bus, Josh.
I did not see him give him the
Your
bottle.
instinct is that bad?
You
It was at the
sabotaged
time,
it.
yeah.
Your social instinct?
But you know what? I mean,
Josh-
you
Josh
roll
likes
with
to be
Felipe all the
involved.
time. Does Felipe ever? Felipe doesn't tell you, don't say this, don't say that, or you can't. Right? There's no.
No,
you just go do what you
he's
do.
the exact opposite of that.
That's what
Yeah.
Carlos is. Carlos is like, bro, if I can't follow you, then I've got a problem.
Because Fluffy didn't even ask you about going up, right?
No.
Hey,
Rick.
he got
Rick-
voluntold.
Yeah, Rick
Told
just
me.
told you,
Yeah. Well. Yeah. He
and
kind
then
of.
he got into it with Fluffy.
I mean, what are you gonna say?
What do you
No,
mean?
dude?
George.
we're headlining, bro. I'm headlining in front of 23
he was
people.
headlining at River Center,
Yeah.
and Fluffy, and he was hosting, and Fluffy was doing a spot, and George, he got into it with Fluffy.
Wait.
I can get into it.
You were headlining?
Yeah, I was headlining, and then Rick showed up and said, "Hey, Fluffy might be showing up. You might want to do some time. Is that cool?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." I mean, actually,
much time
I
before
did
you?
think it was kind of cool
Yeah, exactly. I would too.
at the time.
I know, but how
No,
much
no, actually,
time?
I thought it was really fucking
He
cool.
was doing 30 minutes of your time.
He did do 30 minutes though.
Yeah.
25 more.
Right before you?
Yeah.
Like he was a co-feature?
Yeah,
you were
he
the feature?
co-featured.
No, he was,
I was hosting.
Oh, he was hosting. And he told
Somebody
George,
else featured, and then he did a
Yeah, I don't
spot.
remember who did it. Who was it?
Yeah, I can't remember.
He told George, he's like, "Listen, you stupid bitch."
Who told
You're
you
gonna
that?
go- Fluffy.
And then
No,
when you
I
slapped
said,
No,
I
he
asked him, I told him Josh is a bitch.
No.
I was like, you slept with Rick, dude. I told him, y'all slept head to feet, though. That's still weird, dude.
Dick to ass.
You had no dick to knees. You had him on his knees and shit. Fuck it. So I tell him, I'm like, hey, anything you want me to say? He's like texting furiously. Apparently, he was going through like a divorce, and he like,
Damn, just put his
Rick was-
business out there.
Oh,
no, Fluffy,
Oh.
Damn.
what
so-
are you doing?
I know, man.
Fuck,
I'm
whatever,
cutting
dude.
it.
don't.
Okay.
Oh
Why?
my
He's telling real
god.
I still
shit.
gotta go out and deal with these people.
So fucking, he goes, I go, hey, like anything you want me to say? Yeah. First of all, I was like, hey, excuse me, I'm the host. I'm a huge fan, man. I'm excited. Anything you want me
You're
to say
telling this to who?
to Fluffy?
Fluffy.
I was like, anything you want me to say before I bring you up? He says, he's texting. He looks up and he goes, just say my fucking name. I was like,
Really? He said that to you?
fucking name. I was like, okay, man, that's cool.
Is there any chance
I would have been like, there's
that
fucking Fluffy.
maybe you're just making it up?
Are
So,
you exaggerating
I bring
this?
him up.
He did come
fucking
with a poster
murders.
of Fluffy.
He didn't say, just say my funny name.
He said my fucking name.
And how did, and you didn't say nothing?
I just said, okay, dude, got you,
Yeah,
man.
you're sure right, motherfucker. Yeah.
So I go in there. I host it.
I would have said something.
Oh,
Kinda
just
take
to be.
Fluffy's side
So
of
the
it.
end of this story is fucking dope, and I win. So I fucking tell. I could bring up this next comment needs an introduction. Gabriel Iglesias, everybody. He comes up. Wow, people blow up. He walks to the front of the
30
stage.
people that are there.
He has a hat.
And somebody said no fucking way.
Yeah, I remember that.
No fucking way. He first of all,
walks up in the
they
middle.
didn't recognize him. He takes off his hat. Now they know who he is.
But he didn't go to the side. He
fat
walked
fuck,
up the
right?
middle.
Yeah.
So big fat fuck, right? So anyway, so he does his fucking set and kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just
yeah.
kills, dude. Just murders. Raul, I bring up Raul, and Raul's doing well. I go to the green room. I fucking.
Raul went out there with his A material off
I
the
think
bat.
that's the night I fell asleep,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So what happened?
No.
That was the night I fell
I
asleep.
don't know that. No, you might have fucked up different times.
You wrote.
So while
I was
Raul's
there.
on stage,
He wrote his wave.
so Raul's on stage, and then Raul's doing well too. I go to Fluffy, and I was like, man, fuck this motherfucker. So I go up to him, hey man, my girl's a huge fan. She would hate me if I didn't get a picture with you. And he's like, all right, man, let's hurry up. And I look at him, I'm like, it's gonna be like a good picture, man. It's for my girl. It was for me. And and he starts apologizing. Hey man, like earlier, I'm just in a mood, man. Like I'm going through some things and shit. Like I didn't mean any disrespect. I was like, all right, cool, man. So we take a picture and shit.
Punch him in the face.
He's not that big of a guy, bro.
You hit little dudes too?
I'll fucking hit anybody that
I
wants.
know.
to, dude.
I hit big dudes and they hit me back. So
yeah,
fuck it.
exactly, dude. So fucking, we get a picture, and I think it was at night, dude. I go inside and I fall asleep in the green room, and Rawls, he went last. That wasn't the same time.
I don't want to.
It was that
believe
week,
it was
though.
that night.
It was that week.
It was
though,
probably
for
that
sure.
week. Yeah.
Okay.
He fell asleep in the green room, and Raul just got off.
Everything was.
Raul just got off and fucking
I woke him up.
yeah.
Man, I missed
His
River
wife,
Center.
his girlfriend at the time.
So what did he say when you said my?
his girlfriend at the time was like, George, like wake me up all soft.
No, what happened with the picture you said to me?
Oh, I just got a picture.
Oh, I thought you said you.
I missed the shit out of River
Raul
Center.
and
I never had a good set. I had
his
one
wife
good,
are in the
one good
green
set
room.
there.
I had some of my worst sets there.
And they're like looking at me, and I'm asleep. I'm crashed on the couch, dude. And then
In his scrubs.
his wife's like, George. I hear like a sweet like, George, wake up, George. And I'm like,
Oh, that's who was featuring.
And I
She was featuring.
no, she wasn't featuring.
Oh,
And so I get up, I go, oh, and this panic came over me, dude. I was like, oh my god! I push Raul and his wife out of the way, and I go to the fucking side. There's nobody out there, and I was like, oh fuck! And I walk in the green room, like, bro, my bad, bro. I'm so sorry, dude. And Raul was like, no, fuck you, dude. It's fine, I guess, because he was on stage, and he was like, all right, that's my time, and he
Dude.
walks off, and like I never showed up.
I saw-
sleep
I fell
and didn't
asleep.
do that.
I saw a headline.
You know how I know the same one?
Oh, all right, you're gonna go piss.
Because
I gotta piss
remember
too.
that fucking that Muslim shirt I used to wear with the brown shoes.
That's crazy.
Why are all
fell
you talking
asleep.
with the mic?
That's
like
so
this?
unprofessional, George. I think different.
Talk closer.
Y'all need to talk this about.
Hey man, I'm already faded, bro.
Hey, check out Battle of the Sketches. It's coming out.
done?
Battle of the Sketches is gonna be October.
How much time we got?
We're gonna be
It's
doing
been an hour. We're done.
Yeah, Battle of the Sketches will be in October. Definitely check that out. Probably around February is when we'll put out the February when you can put out the whatever thing. So check that out. BattleoftheSketches.com.
.com,
It's
dude.
on
Holy
Film
shit.
Freeway. Submit your sketch short film
Yep.
to battleofthesketches.com. It's gonna be dope.
Yep.
Yeah, because Black Rabbit will be around for a while, so we'll have it there
Okay.
at the Black Rabbit. I
If
saw.
not, we can take it on the Texas tour again. dude.
I saw a guy quit at River Center. He just started doing stand up.
Mm.
He was a what's it
Open
called?
mic.
No, improv guy for like 9 years. So he'd only been doing stand up for like a year.
Mm.
And so he got
What was
booked. I don't remember his name. He got booked as a headliner. He did come to Blind Tiger, and you told him basically like, man, dude, you're not that fucking good.
I said that.
Yeah, you told him. He was a skinny black dude. I don't remember this, but it was at the
Fuck,
Blind
I
Tiger.
don't remember.
Yeah, you told him basically that he wasn't good. He was like, what the fuck,
That doesn't
bro?
sound like
You would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
No, it doesn't sound like me at
Because
all.
he did ask about his set. He asked about his
Oh, well, if you asked me about your set, I would be honest.
Yeah, and you were honest, and he was just like, "What the fuck, bro?" And he was just like, "He's like, I'm headlining River Center that very next night, which is Saturday. He's headlining. He's in his head. He ran through his time in 20.
You were there?
I'm opening for him. He ran through his time in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then he starts doing karaoke for another
Nice.
like 20 minutes and getting drunk.
What's
while
this guy's name?
I don't remember his name.
Fuck.
He gets drunk and then starts getting mad at the audience because they're not laughing at anything for the past 30 minutes. And it's just like, what are y'all doing here? Show's fucking over. Just fucking leave. Fucking leave already. And they're not leaving, right? They think it's like part of the act.
Damn, you told me about this too.
Yeah, they're part of the act.
The dude's on stage saying this?
Dude's on stage saying this at River Center, and Scott's getting pissed. Scott's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, fuck.
Like getting pissed off at this shit. And
How did he get booked the headline? Like,
I have
like a
no idea.
one-nighter?
He got booked a headline. This other guy from New York who was funny got booked a headline and bombed so bad when I went up to say, be like, hey, you can catch his merch. He goes, no, I'm not selling fucking merch. Fuck this
He yelled
place.
at you like,
But as he's going into the green room, slams the door.
oh, wow.
And I was just like, congratulations, y'all just made this man quit stand-up comedy. He's been doing it for like
oh my
12
God.
years.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, River Center ate some motherfuckers up. Like, oof.
River Center was rough. Dude.
Yeah.
River Center was rough. I had
You had
a
to be
lot.
funny.
They were like, but it was like 12 people audience.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
that'd be
Remember
funny, bro.
that the contest? It was the funniest in South Texas, and we all went to Hooters, and we did.
Yeah.
And I bombed. I remember.
you talking about?
I got fucking drunk.
Yeah, you got
and I
all
bombed.
drunk, too.
I brought my girlfriend at the time.
That's right, dude.
She was
I bombed.
smoking hot, bro.
I bombed in front of
We
this
broke up
chick
after
that I was fucking with, and she never fucked with me again either.
Yeah.
What was the year that Cody cried?
That was the same one. That was the same show.
That was the same show.
That was the same show.
yeah.
And Cody, I remember him going,
I've been doing this for years.
dude,
Like
and I was like,
hyperventilating,
no,
right?
we
Don't be
fucking,
mean.
I was like, none of us made it. We all fucked up, bro. Like, what didn't we
First
got?
of all, I witnessed that grown man cry.
Oh, I know.
So,
but he needs to cry every time he goes on
We
stage.
gotta talk
Stop.
about
Was
it.
that
bro.
the same night that the guy who went on was like, hey, Google it?
Yeah. You know, he died, dude.
yeah.
No.
That dude died during COVID.
Google it.
Jerry, he was out of Houston. Yeah, Google it.
Damn it.
You
Google it
get
died.
your revenge.
He was
What, 10 years
because you made
later?
fun of him like a
Yeah,
motherfucker.
he made fun of him and they
George
didn't
did
like it.
big time.
They did not like it.
But at LOL when he
I
did
just
it,
said Bing it after him. That's all.
Yeah. and people
Hey,
are like,
Bing it.
he did a video, bro.
Bing never caught on.
During COVID, he did a video. Man, they said I gotta fucking go to the hospital, and then he was in the hospital.
Oh,
Man,
you watched the video,
dude,
Jesus
and he had
Christ.
posted this long video. He was a Facebook friend. I knew him from Juan, and he was from Houston.
Facebook beheading.
Dude, and he fucking and he died. He
People
went
get
in.
really
He went in and he said,
Oh, man.
they said they're gonna put me on a ventilator and all this shit, and then he
Damn.
died, dude. They put him on a ventilator and he died.
yeah, that sucks.
He was in his 30s.
We're saying about social media. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see that.
Yeah, but
Poor Google it.
And he was
guy.
like, Google
My
it.
favorite to see in any of those competitions was Sam Shimomura. That dude would go up there and not say anything for like 30 seconds, be like, yeah, y'all don't like me.
What's wrong with your face? You decided, no, you right here. What's
And then
wrong?
do a long jizz fucking
Oh,
joke.
what happened to
He'd be
Sam? Where's
hilarious
he
for
at?
like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he's starting to cook. And then he just like derail.
I saw Javier Balzadua was headlining
Oh, good.
something,
Why not, dude?
the Mexicani, but he was gonna do music. He says
That guy, yeah, he's doing music.
he's doing music.
me.
Have you heard his music? It's all
I like
right.
Javi. He's a cool ass dude.
It's all right.
He got me my first guest spot.
He's been doing this longer than me.
Javi used to
When I
book me at
started,
fucking Night
I think
Market.
Javi was already on the scene when I started.
Yeah, he's been doing it
coming.
like 3 or 4
He
years.
was
started with
hosting
Kool-Aid.
already for sure.
He started with Kool-Aid.
Well, me and Kool-Aid are right about the same time too.
Oh, it might have been before that then. Maybe White Cotton.
Because Kool-Aid was probably right before me. I think Kool-Aid was probably a year before me. But and White Cotton and Larry Garza were already doing it.
Yeah.
So they would White Cotton's about 20 years in.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 40.
I'm 17. I'm on year 17.
Shit.
I'm about to be year 15.
Yeah, and you're
Really?
Next August,
You're
gonna be
15. You're 16.
Yeah. I don't even
fuck?
I
What
count
time
the
is it? I
year.
gotta get out of here. Bro.
As soon as it hits like the year that I did it. Then
Oh, I think it's towards the end of summer
Yeah.
of the year. That's when.
But you're a year before him, right?
No.
No, we started like a
At
week
the same
or
time.
two
Okay, y'all
apart.
started at the same
Yeah.
time.
Dude, I
Yeah.
gotta do something, bro. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I think about that. You know what sucks now is telling these young comics
Mom?
in Austin ask how long you've been doing it. They just assume you suck because you've been doing it so long. They don't know who you are.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like fuck.
Oh, really? Is that the attitude?
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you've been doing it how long? I'm
Dude,
like,
do a lot of them like
You know
still
what?
not know
Still
about
not
San
famous.
Antonio?
dude, when we did. Remember when we did Gators in Corpus Christi?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
And Juan got real mad at me because I found out that Roman had been doing it a long time. I was like, he's been doing it how
Oh
long?
yeah.
And he goes,
John Roman.
And he goes, I go, he's been doing it how long? And he tells me again, I was like, damn. And he goes, you're going to see one day. You're going to see. You're going to keep doing this. And it takes forever. You're going to see. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
Who said that? Juan said that?
Juan, he got real pissed off at me.
He doesn't
Which
get
one?
that pissed off.
Well, he
Juan
was also
Villarreal.
mad because we left him at the strip club. But
Oh, yeah, he was being stupid.
so
over
there
there.
was two things he was
Did you
mad at.
see all that shit going on with Ty Rivera?
Yeah.
Do you know Ty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Ty. I did a bunch of shows with him in Corpus one time. Me, him, and Juan.
He's a cool guy. He'll flip on you quick,
He was
he's a
cool, but
guy.
I heard that's what I saw those people
Like
saying.
flip on you what? Like he'll like try to like
He'll
No.
throw you out there. Apparently,
Oh, okay.
if you can let him know something about you, he's going to use like a chick. Is what everyone's saying. Ty was, I mean, he was cool when I did the shows with him.
anybody with fillers and big lips, I'm like.
But if you
alright.
say anything, it's like Trump. If you say anything like, I don't like you, well, you're ugly. Like he'll come out with some, and your eyebrows are too close together.
I think he
And
quit. I think he retired.
who? Ty?
Yeah.
Because of this?
no, he has a
No,
bunch of like a big following on fucking
No,
like YouTube.
he had it with the mothership. He was talking about all these different comics getting stage time and that he wasn't. He's
I
like,
don't wanna
I'm
hear your
funnier
pillow
than
I
these
really don't
motherfuckers.
think he can retire, bro. It's not like he made all
No,
this
that's what he
money.
said. He's like, I'm retiring. I quit. I don't give a fuck. I'm burning all my bridges.
Yeah, he was engaging in every comment.
Yeah, he went after Tony Hinchcliffe, and to the point where he was doing his podcast at Creek in the Cave,
Yeah.
and they the mothership called and said, "Hey, we're not gonna fuck with you guys."
God,
if you
dude,
keep-"
I just like how you just make shit up.
I'm not making shit up. This is what
So
happened.
mothership flexed
He
on.
lives there.
You have the phone tap, and you heard the wire.
This first
He's
hand,
got his ear to the streets.
this
All right,
firsthand
how about
what
that?
from people who produce told me. So anyway, so they're like, "Yeah, you gotta bounce," and
Check this motherfucker.
So this must have just happened, though.
this was like a year ago.
No, because
Domino,
this
dog.
Creek in the Cave shit, he was saying that he still has his podcast at Creek in the Cave. and
No,
all
he
this-
doesn't have his he had a show and a podcast there, but
So you're saying he came on to you? That's why.
that's not at all what I said.
Mm.
Not even close.
But you'd be interested.
No, not at all.
Wow, what's wrong with you? Are you a homophobe?
No, but I don't gotta. Why do I have to be attracted to men?
Not attractive.
You
but
don't
just
have to
fun,
be, but
dog.
you chose to be.
Just have fun.
It's not a choice.
have fun for a summer, dog.
Yeah, he fucked up, dude. I guess because all of a sudden he became the enemy. No one wants to work with him.
Really?
With Ty,
I didn't know that.
dude. It just a few weeks ago, it was all over.
What?
I didn't know about
What?
this. This is stuff that I've like months ago.
Yeah.
No,
we
this I'm talking was a few weeks ago. It was all over the comedy fucking post. Ty Rivera, and everyone.
The what? What do you do?
On what? On Facebook group page or something?
Yeah, those on the comedy groups,
Mm.
and everything was with Ty, and he was blocking everyone, and they were like, "Ty blocked me, ha ha ha." Nah, I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to get Ty to block me, and all you have to do is say something negative, and he would engage with you, and then he'd be like, "You're nobody. I've never heard of you, so you're nobody." And you know how that
Now
goes.
I'm gonna check if we're still friends or if he blocked me. Because I haven't
Why
seen
did
any
you
of his
comment
stuff.
something terrible?
No, I've never commented anything. I also never liked anything that he posted, but I never commented.
Dude, that's not what he told me, dude.
People got banned from a certain club for liking it.
Yeah.
Liking what?
They liked and shared his post, and they got banned from a high end club.
Yeah, and they were subscribed to his OnlyFans too.
I don't think does he have an OnlyFans?
I don't know. I'm just bullshitting.
There's a few comics that have.
Ty, get an OnlyFans, bro. Oh no!
This one comic has.
Party foul, dude.
This one comic has an
Yeah, you gotta put
OnlyFans.
like a.
Let me see
There's towels over there,
that
but hanging on the
time.
fucking.
This one
stove.
comic has an OnlyFans, and George decided to go after
Da,
him.
da, 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 da.
George is like, you don't know how to
He's a
kick,
Chihuahua, but he don't drink Bud Light, dude.
because he was doing like kicking videos, and then
No, right there. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
on a
Whatever.
bag.
Kitten videos like don't fuck with cats or what was that?
No, kicking. Like he was
Oh.
kicking a heavy back, and George was like, you don't know how to do a side kick properly and all this stuff. And what'd you say?
Side kiss. Side
He said,
kiss.
fight me is what he said.
No, I said well, you can read it. I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck I said.
But I don't know. He came out. He was on everything was Ty Rivera this, Ty Rivera that, and it was not going good.
He has a following, somewhat.
Yeah, I know. They were like this, but that's what his backup was like. Look at me, I've got this, and everyone was like, "Fuck you, it doesn't matter," and you're a piece of shit, and it was just a big. shit
Well,
show.
he went after the big fish.
Went after the big fish.
He went after the big fish. You can't do that.
Are you trying to find it?
I think so. Yeah, you can't go after the big fish like that because then especially if people are getting banned.
You have this like freshman mentality. I don't know why.
How is that? How
You're
am I?
52 years old.
How am I?
What are you doing?
What freshman mentality do I have?
I don't know.
I heard.
You do the same.
Well,
you do the same exact thing, and then but whenever I say something like that, then you're like,
Explain.
"What do you mean?"
Get him.
Validate your point or your argument. Because I don't recall any of that shit, dog. Straight
No?
up.
You never do that.
Never.
Never.
Tell him, dude.
Not like how you do it. No.
Get him, dude. Remember the notes I gave you?
How do I do
What
it?
I heard.
How do I do it?
Oh.
How do I do it?
You were just doing it the whole time.
Look, he didn't quit anything. Look,
I heard.
he
that
8 hours
happened to
ago.
him.
He
He's
just
the big fish.
he just
and they
released
told me that.
something.
No,
I told you.
no,
none of
what?
that's real.
That's not freshman.
Hey, 22,000
Yeah, he gets views. He has
You know what's
6,000
funny? Yeah,
subscribers.
he has a lot of subscribers.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
So that's
actually pretty
I think that's what's
far as
her
money's
name's like Clarissa's
Explains it all?
like girlfriend. No, that's not everyone.
No, I don't know who that is.
I think that's Clarissa's girlfriend. Or
Yeah.
wife or something. I don't know.
That was 6 days ago. 44,000. That's what is that? TikTok.
He's a Trumpster too, dude.
That's her.
Is he? Oh yeah, we're gonna make America great again.
He makes some good points, man.
You think Trump would hang out with him?
He fucking married
not?
me and my
If he has
he
enough
married me
views.
and my wife.
No, if he kept saying how great Trump was, I guess he would, right?
I think it's a lot. A lot of it. Is the trans community. like not
Like the Siberian Orchestra?
Why do you have to do a big swallow before you said that? It's the
The Trans-Siberian
Trans-
Orchestra.
I got a Zen in my mouth.
You got his dick in your mouth?
let's take a break.
I got a Zen.
Put his in the mouth.
Boom, 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 boom. I put it in the mouth.
Look, he's still putting stuff. That's 3 days ago, 13. He's been steady. He's still putting
Yeah, no,
stuff.
he's still doing his shit.
I thought you just said he quit.
He ain't quit,
No,
dog.
stand up.
He didn't quit, bro.
He's
Well, that's
building
what
his
he announced.
following,
He said,
dog.
"I'm quitting stand up. I don't give a shit anymore."
We're using an era of left wing gay erasure.
That's what he said on his YouTube. Everybody at one point,
crazy.
everybody in Austin was watching his YouTube.
Josh, just put your episode on, dude.
I don't have an episode with him.
Then why you promoted him, dog?
I didn't promote him. It's just he came up. I don't know how he came up, but he came
I
up.
put his.
Yeah, that's what it used to be
Did
called.
he go
Slumber
too far?
Party Podcast.
No.
But he's been a guest on the
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony a couple. He said like 3 times. He was telling people, "I've been a guest, not a
Yeah.
comedian. I'm the one." And da da
A
da.
panel?
Yeah, no, he was one of the first dudes. He was at all the clubs. Well,
He's been doing
Austin
comedy
first.
what 22 years, I think he's
a
saying.
long time. Yeah,
Damn, so I filled the void that he
You've
left.
done, you've done, you know him
Damn.
from Austin because he lives.
I opened for him.
He lives in Austin now, right?
Apparently, he's doing great.
I opened
Yeah.
for him in River Center.
Like your butt cheeks.
See, there we go. The lie of the lie that is Joe Rogan's comedy mothership.
Oh,
where it
so
started.
that's when he went.
He
That's
shits
when he went
on,
after the mothership, and that's so 9 months ago.
Oh,
do
and so
that,
he's
but-
never allowed there anymore now. huh?
No, and people who liked it and
I just
shared it,
talk
some of them
good
got
about
banned.
everybody.
I know,
should.
dude, you're very diplomatic.
Oh yeah, so he fucked up and
Yeah,
like
he went after him.
You
yeah.
talk gooder about everybody.
Talk real gooder.
Well, you know, some people bite the hand that feeds them, or they don't. Some people don't know how to shut their bowels, dude.
Some
too.
people don't know how to just hop to and just, like
Hop
get
to it?
mine. You know what I mean?
Or maybe try to find funny comedians with lesser views and try to be like, hey, this is pretty funny.
I don't know.
That's my favorite too. This is one dude. He's like a Christian comic, and he fucking kills it, dude. He doesn't say one cuss word or talk about anything dirty.
Ooh,
A Christian comic.
It's like the most famous one on fucking YouTube. I don't know his fucking name.
Neighbor
But if
Gossip?
you type in if you type in
Michael something, right?
Michael something,
Yeah.
Jay?
He does churches.
he's like a brunette.
No, he's a black dude.
Nah,
You're just
Oh.
not into brunettes.
my dude's a brunette, bro.
Oh, mine was a black
Hey,
dude.
are black dudes brunettes? I mean, yeah,
I
brown
mean, I
hair.
guess he
Mine
could be a
brunette?
brunette. No, the dude, Michael something. I forgot his name, but he just.
So if someone said, nah, she was a blonde, like you wouldn't automatically assume it was a white woman, but it could have been a black girl.
well, then she's not a natural blonde.
I never said natural blonde. I said,
That's
yo, I was
true.
with a blonde girl last night, dog.
I don't know.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. You can still be talking about like a black girl.
I've never been with a non-natural blonde.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've never been with a non-natural woman.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you know?
If a
'Cause
woman got stuck in an
I-
island with another dude for like 2 years,
Yeah.
would you ask her when
Wait, if my woman got stuck on the island with another dude,
maybe 2 years too long?
I wouldn't ask her.
Wait. Yeah, 2 years.
I wouldn't ask her. I would already assume.
There you go.
Yeah. I'd be like, was he
Wait,
better than me?
Who's the dude?
Somebody that you could see.
Jeremy.
Well, see,
Her
actually,
dude?
It would all be on her willpower because it would be a dude that you could see that happen.
Pitt.
no, because you know what? It could be a good-looking dude, but he's just like a
Matt
bitch,
Rife.
and he doesn't know how to start a fire.
You
She
hope
has-
he's good looking, but he's just a
But after
trash
2
fat
She
dude.
has to do
No.
any. But
Chuck Liddell.
but he can't do anything. He's just a bitch. She has to do all the fish. Basically, if she has to be the man, even if he's good looking, you know what I mean? It's like
Tito Ortiz.
Don't lie to yourself.
I'm starting to. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Trying to protect her integrity.
I mean, and the whole time, the 2 years on the island, he put a dick in her back.
do I know she's gone, or do I just do I know it's going to be 2 years?
He put a steady dick in her back.
Do I know it's 2 years or not?
Yeah.
I know it's going to be 2 years on the island together.
No, it's been 2 years.
You went through way more people.
That's what
No,
I'm
it's
saying.
like blasted through all the,
Yeah, because if
the
if,
like the
if
widower
I just
meetings.
think she's gone
yeah.
after 6 months, it's like
After 6 months.
Oh, just
You
like
wait
on
6 months?
Castaway. Like she
Yeah.
moved on.
Dude,
No.
I'd be fucking the next day, bro.
not the next day.
To make myself feel better about her being gone.
Yeah, but no, you got to give it time.
Make me feel good. Make me feel good. I'd be doing that the
You
whole
can be
time.
Halle
dude.
Berry all
Straight
you
up.
want, but
Straight up, dude.
Make me feel good.
Make
Nah.
me feel good, please.
I mean,
oh,
it's just, it doesn't sound as
Other people would be weird. They're like,
vulnerable
how,
when a dude
how
says
long is
Yeah.
I know, right?
seems like
Other
you're
people would
really
be
trying.
weird of how not long my wife's been missing. Like, you know what I mean?
They would think
She'd be like, "Oh, how long is it? A day."
okay, so she's
Oh,
just,
you sure you want to do this? Yeah.
I went to
fuck
the
me, shit,
store
go
a
on.
few hours.
so it's
Right.
straight up castaway. She's just gone. You don't know how long.
5 hours,
2 years
5
later,
years.
she shows up.
Fucking everything and not getting married. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't get remarried.
And she goes like, "We're married." George's like, "No, technically you're legally dead, dude. The dead do his part."
Yeah, especially if you collect the insurance.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, you got to give that back.
No, you
Yeah.
don't. No, you don't.
You don't?
No, because after 4 years,
been 2.
You are legally dead. It's 2 years.
He said
Okay, but if you do come back, you're
Yeah.
not legally dead anymore.
No. You're legally
I
dead.
said your girl is in
Is-
an island with a dude for 2
2
years.
years, not 4 years.
So
She
Did
she's
you hear
coming back after 2 years.
Did you ever hear what
And-
Bushwick Bill said? Bushwick
yeah,
Bill
I would assume she's fucking him, so I'm fucking too, honey.
in
Sorry.
some podcast, Bushwick Bill
never fucked
Bushwick
him.
Bill
Suck his
says,
dick,
you know
though.
Bushwick is. Remember he got shot by his chick,
I don't remember.
and there was a cover of that album. They
Oh, with his
will never be
iPad?
stopped in his eye patch
Oh,
and they were on
yeah,
the
yeah,
gurney. He said that he was declared dead on the table, and they declared him dead for like minutes. When so he has actually a new something he said because he was declared dead.
Like a new
and
social
so,
security number,
New
something
life.
like that.
New
like a new
social?
social security number,
Yeah,
a new
social
birthday, and
security
all right.
number. He's something. I don't know. That sounds like bullshit.
But that's
man.
not fair because after 2 years, you just assume she's gone.
Look it up. What do you mean? Here, let's look it up.
No,
Where's my
I'm saying
phone at,
you would
dude?
assume that she's gone.
Oh my
You're
God,
not
dog.
assuming she's on an island with another man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Even she's like, I would look when they rescued her, I'd be like, just look at her like this, like
You wouldn't be happy?
she would go, "What?" I'm like, seriously.
But would you know that she was on the island with another man at the beginning?
I know my wife, dude.
I already asked her. I told her, how long would it take
Mhm.
before you killed yourself from the grief of not having me?
a lifetime. Like, damn it.
Right after they found me, right after they rescued me.
There's nothing that I could say though. If I was trapped on an island with
Hey.
another woman,
Yeah.
there's nothing that I could
We're
say
doing the
that she
podcast,
would
too.
believe that I didn't do it.
I'll just
We're at my
admit it.
house.
Yeah,
We're
I've
at
been
my
fucking
house.
her for 2 years. I never liked her though.
But you know, what'd be worse. It'd be like I tried to fuck her for 2 years, and she
She
wouldn't.
told me I was useless.
No,
I
what he
couldn't
said,
even
nah.
build
She didn't
her.
even have a
What did he say?
boyfriend.
What did he say? Nah, man, I messed with her, but she had an STD.
She kept getting
Big old
crabs.
blister on your face. Nah, I couldn't mess with
Gave
her.
me something, bro. And I know it wasn't anybody else because we were on an
All I was
island,
fucking was
bro.
coconuts, and then then fucking.
Try to say it was me. It's like, bitch.
That'd be crazy. The only two on the island to get an STD.
I know. You're like, God damn, you fucking the whole
No,
time.
so what if that was like the telltale? You're like, I never mess with her, and then your wife gets herpes all of a sudden.
That would be a tough.
You were on an island for 2 years with who?
There
With
was
her, and all of a sudden
radiation.
you went in without herpes. You
What
came
if she
out
was
with
on
herpes.
she was on the island. She kept catching chlamydia. And then it would
I'm
go
fucking with
away.
them koalas, dog.
Those,
Imagine like if
fucking
you
the animals?
like they get rescued, right? And you're like, yeah, we found your wife that you thought was dead. And you're like, oh my god, I found you. And then out the plane comes this just cock diesel fucking dude that you just
native-
know.
Thank you for fucking my
Gorilla.
wife all this time.
some native on the
Destroyed.
island.
Yeah.
He helped me make it through all these
Under the
years.
sun, under a palm tree.
I'd be like,
Hey,
I'd be
now-
like, man,
Remember that dude with that black dude
War
that
room?
picture with his
Turn into a
his chile that was
cuck
hanging
fantasy
on
now.
that went viral.
Now-
And
It's like glistening.
I'd
Now
be like, you
painting
know
the
what?
picture-
I got one more spot in my stable for another bull, bro.
you know what? They came to get her. She said, "No, it's okay. Come back in 5 more years."
Now that you paint the picture,
Yeah.
I think like, oh no.
No, what if she when
That
you
was-
picked her up? She
I'd
said,
be-
"Okay,
I'd be
but you
more-
have to take my kids too."
I'd just be mad. I'd be like, I know you saw him naked. I know you saw him naked.
Just from seeing him naked.
Just from seeing him naked.
It's Hooters, bro. Seeing him
No,
naked.
you're
like-
disassociating. You don't want to go further than
I
that.
don't want to go further than that.
You
There's
saw
what-
him naked. I'm
you s-
mad about that.
I'm mad about that.
You know, I saw him jacking off. Like,
I know it got cold on that beach. I know y'all went skinny dipping. I know y'all had fun. I
I'd
know there
fucking
was.
high five him. I'm like, hey, she's easy, right?
Jeez.
Or like, how long was it? The first day?
And then they got
second
these
day?
inside jokes with like 7 coconuts. And she's like, oh my God.
Oh,
I know,
What was that about?
rack of bananas.
That's a movie they made. Actually.
Coconuts. What does that mean?
And then
That's a
she's
movie they made.
and then she's immediately pregnant, and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
That's a movie that
But the baby looks
that
just like you.
Netflix made. So it's about these two astronauts that go up to space and they get stuck out there for like fucking 7 years.
Oh, that was The Martian. Well, they're
And,
out there right now.
They finally fix the radio after that long, and they say, "Oh, it's in that." So they go rescue them. They come down. They get medals. They got to see the president. Yeah, they have spouses waiting for them and everything.
Huh?
And they can tell that everybody can tell that they're in love except for them. And so they go at the end of it. They're like, "I just can't be away from you. I just
What
I
movie
just
is
love
this?
You." It's with the guy from the Marvel shit. He's a black dude that like
Huge.
the Falcon guy. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
And he's with some kind of like Asian.
Don
Negro.
Cheadle.
No,
No.
not.
That's the guy from
other guy.
the Boys.
the new Captain America.
Yeah.
Isn't he the guy from The Boys?
No,
No.
What about right now? Right now, those two people are trapped in space. They're not coming back till April or March or April.
I mean,
a
they
guy
had-
and a girl.
They had Santa hats. I don't know.
they keep pushing.
First of all,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not even in space.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah,
What?
Where her chain's floating, but then her pen drops and shit.
they're saying it's fake. It's
Yeah, everybody's saying it's fucking
conspiracy.
fake.
Nobody believes anything anymore.
No shit. You know what started that? I got the hiccups. You know what started that? Trump with the fake news.
But he called it out because it was real.
Well, what are you talking about? They didn't start.
You're talking to two of the biggest
Start
Trump
with a
supporters right
gun.
here.
I got
to us
Trump
about
across
killing
my
Kennedy.
chest, dog.
It started
You know
with
what,
the
dude?
CIA
I was telling my
and
friend.
the government infiltrating our government.
You know that they're going to start
like
deporting
alcohol.
people, right? Do you believe that you're going to know someone that's going to be deported? Do you
Yeah.
think?
What are you spraying?
Right,
me?
I already do. Right now, a friend of mine that owns a tattoo shop,
Just
Ice
comes in
picked him
there
up.
with-
Ice picked him up this
Yeah.
past week. This past weekend, he's from Colombia though. He owns Revolution right here next to Planet K.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
Is it already starting?
He's a friend of mine. They picked him up. His wife messaged me today or last
Wait, Trump's
night.
not even in office yet. Why-
I know, but they're already organizing
They're
all that
ramping up,
shit.
dude.
They're ramping it up, and they picked him up. And she was like, "Edward, they picked up Nando. Ice got him, and I'm trying to do a GoFundMe, but we're selling the tattoo shop and all this stuff, man." And
Damn.
I was like, "Damn, bro, already, bro." And they have a bunch of kids, and wow,
Are they American?
No, they're Colombian.
he's Colombian. He's Colombian. She's
no, but the
American.
kids.
Oh shit!
Well, now that
Yeah, they are.
she's American, they had kids from. I mean, that should make
God,
them
I have
American.
my anchor, baby.
But
Dude,
that dude said he doesn't
And
care.
what an anchor.
That Bordazar said he don't care. They said, "How do you quit? How do you like?" This is what they're saying. So theoretically, they would deport the dad because he's not legal, but the rest of the family could stay. So they're splitting up families. And they said, are you going to be splitting up families? And they said, no, we'll just deport them all. So the whole family can go. If they want to stay together, the dad doesn't stay because he has kids here. It's not an anchor. It's all of y'all get the fuck out. If you want to stay. That's what the board is on saying.
Yeah.
That's scary. I mean, not me. I mean, I'm here. I'm good. But there's some people it is scary, bro. And that's a friend of mine, bro. That sucks.
I just want to be able to take a vacation outside the country and not get hassled on my way back in.
Exactly, dude.
You know what I mean?
I don't think Americans can't just go anywhere in this world and not all of a sudden feel some repercussions.
Why not?
Go to North Korea.
What do we do?
I did nothing.
You voted for Trump, not me.
I mean, I probably
No, shit, we didn't vote. My wife and I decided it's none of our fucking business.
I voted for Hillary one more time.
I voted for Spike.
I think Hillary should have come back in and done her job. Killed everybody. Did you see Jimmy Carter just got diagnosed with an STD?
Too busy making sure Bill Clinton's not putting his dick into something.
What?
Jimmy Carter just got an STD.
What do you get?
My cocks are failing.
He has to take fuck it all.
You fucking idiot.
Good backup, bro. That's my feature.
Hey, well, my phone's gonna run out of battery.
Sorry, it's been out for like an hour. What the fuck?
This so mesmerizing.
What shows you guys got coming up for the new year?
Shit, the 21st, me and Raul are going to Vegas and doing House of Blues in Vegas.
Nice.
House of Blues.
Yeah.
Insane.
And then I might be here on New Year's with Carlos Mencias doing LOL on New Year's.
There you go.
He said, I was like, you better let me know because I'm gonna fucking plan something else. But yeah.
George?
I'll be doing Cap City, the year in review show where you get to roast the year. And then
when is that though?
That's this Saturday.
So it already passed.
It already passed. Anyway, it was a great time. You guys missed it. And then I'll be doing some spots at the Velveeta Room. And then on the 11th of January, I'm doing the Upstage Comedy Club with Blair and Bobby.
Oh, nice, dude. Blair's back, dude.
Debo, yeah.
Oh, I'm Debo too.
At Upstage.
Nice. What day is that?
That's on the 11th, I think.
What day is that? A Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Saturday the 11th. January 11th.
We're doing 2 shows.
Oh, cool. I want to go check that. 2 shows?
I think so.
Oh, shit. I want to check that out.
Black Rabbit every Thursday through Sunday. I'll be at LOL with Matt McCusker in April. And that's about it. Check out Battle of Sketches too.
Roll.
I gotta win a confirmation, but I might be doing some shows with Felipe here in Texas next winter / spring.
Oh yeah, I also got in March. I got the new Mic Drop Comedy Club Plano.
Okay.
In March, featuring over there with Tino Corchino.
Oh shit! In 2032, I'll be at Danny Boy's. Check that out.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I want to be at Danny Boy's too.
Yeah.
They
said on my 70th birthday, I'm gonna headline Danny Boy's.
Danny Boy's, dude.
December 20th, I'll be featuring for Aaron Cheatham. 2025.
I'm gonna be featuring at Danny Boy's, and I'm gonna be headlining at Danny Boy's.
I'm gonna be smoking at it.
I might do a random spot.
Yeah.
I might even buy Danny Boy's if they're looking for.
You know what's funny is I saw all y'all's names on the list, and I was like, oh, I was the last one to respond.
Oh, I gave him y'all's numbers, by the way.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
He asked me for y'all's number, and I didn't respond.
And I gave it right away. I was like, here you go. I thought you all want to work. What the fuck?
Like 12 hours later, I was like, hey, they said they already know you. Like, yeah, I know. Josh already gave me their number.
They had already booked Hollywood and Chandra ahead of me, dude. And I was like, fuck.
Really? Oh, God.
The headline in front of me.
It happens.
I was like, damn.
Thank you all. You have a good new year.
Cheers.